Excuse me, God, I wanted to start out differently, but my body was like, I really need to yawn, and there's nothing you can do otherwise. But hello, hello. I am still alive. I haven't streamed in a couple of days because I've been taking care of sick family members, but I am live once again. I'm excited for today. Today will require a little bit of backstory, but yeah, I'll get into it once a few people, trickle in here, because I'm genuinely, ever since they announced it, I've been so excited to play this, and since I did the originals on stream, I wanted to stream it, but then just things got in the way. Um, Anyway, I'll explain a little more once I finish getting the things set up that I like setting up, because they're things that I set up. Uh, what am I saying anymore? I don't know. My brain's a little scrambled. The other thing is that like this game is not the most complicated at least when it comes to like gameplay. So I'm my brain is so scrambled that it's like I can really only handle this right now. Um, but I am looking forward to this. Uh, this okay. You know what? Actually, sorry. Let me just set. Let me just finish setting things up before I really get into things. Also, I've been playing a lot of Steam Deck, and the Switch control. Going back to the Switch controller is gonna break my brain for a minute, I'm sure. But okay. I got this set up. I got that set up. Got the light. We're gonna be doing face cam, so you can see that I live. I am alive. I am a creature of the living. And yeah, that's basically all that really needs to be said as far as I'm aware. I don't think there's anything that I need to really clarify. Again, once some people start trickling in, that's when I will really explain. But yeah, also, I'm just super exhausted. I'm sorry if I'm not full energy today. It's just. It's just one of those things where, like, you like. I didn't want to cancel because that would have made me feel bad, but it was also one of those things where it's like, I just want to sleep. I just want to go to bed and just nap for the rest of the life. uh, so so it was it was a bit of a struggle, but I'm here now. We're doing it. We're doing it and doing it and doing it well. um, let's see. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Like I know as soon as I switch to Facecam, it's gonna be like, oh, I forgot to do this, and I'm gonna feel like an idiot. Oh, but you are an idiot, Shadow. I know, but like, I don't want to feel like it. So yeah, what else? What else is going on that I can tell you guys about real quick? Also, my back is hurting a little bit, so I apologize if I'm like shifting around a lot. I just need to make sure it's in a good position. Gotta keep my posture. Um. Also, I hadn't officially said anything about this because I didn't really think it was necessary, but I'm generally trying to like at least give 5 minutes ish to the starting procedures so I can set up everything that I want to without feeling rushed, and so people can see that I'm live and come in and whatnot. So like if you're noticing that I'm kind of just rambling, it is at least partially because the stream hasn't been 5 minutes long just yet. So like I just wanted to give it a little bit, because I don't want to just, like, jump right in, and then the people who show up will be like, what's going on? I missed it. You know, like, you started, and yeah. I know what I'm saying. Oh, but on the bright side, I will say, just before we really get started here, um, just because I wasn't streaming, that doesn't mean I was doing nothing. I am still working on several videos, so I really hope you guys look forward to that. I know I've been slow to produce videos, it's just... for one thing, I got a new video editor, so, like, I'm still kind of learning all the new little quirks of this, because, I mean, it's the same video editor, but it's the newer version, so, like, you know, just getting things set up the way I like them, and stuff. It's a whole process, and you know, just trying to learn things that I've always wanted to learn, and I can't find tutorials on for the friggin' life of me. I don't know what it is. If you guys know, I would really appreciate it. But there is an effect that I see it's very common on YouTube videos, where, like, somebody will have text on screen, and, like, someone will be, like, screaming or whatever, or, like, yelling, and then the text will, like, shake as if, you know, it'll shake like it's on the wave file, you know, like if you were looking at the audio, like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know, and I've been trying to find a tutorial, and I can't, because the only tutorials I've found for it are either keyframing it by hand, or having us, you know, using, like, After Effects, which I don't use, so, anyway. The point is, I'm working on things, I need to find tutorials, but... Hi! Oh wait, I better not be muted. I will be very... Oh, okay, thank you. I will be very sad if I was, muted. But yeah, we are going to be playing The Smiling Man, Emio. Now... For those of you who were not around, I streamed the first two Famicom Detective Clubs, like, a couple of months ago. Not even, like, that long ago. Like, I had no... Okay, okay. Sorry, I just... enjoying the music, but I had no knowledge of anything happening. I just decided to stream the Famicom Detective Club games because I was like, nobody's talking about these games, and I was really interested in them, and they're like an Nintendo officially published thing, but like nobody talked about them anymore, so I wanted to see what they were about, and I really enjoyed them, and then they announced this third one. And I was like, well, I think because I willed it into existence, I need to play the third one. And also, it looks cool. And it's, to my understanding, the first, like, internally developed, M-rated game from Nintendo. Like, they've published a few mature-rated games, but to my understanding, they never really internally developed one until now. It was a nice day, the kind of day where you want to take a deep breath and savor the moment. Good morning, Mr. Utsugi. Oh gosh, I should have checked, what voices I gave everyone, because I don't fully remember now. I'm ready for my workday at the Utsugi Detective Agency. Yeah, so we left off in quite an interesting spot. And it's so weird to think that, like, 30 years passed between the last game and this one. Ah, good morning. I don't remember if this is the voice I gave him, but it's the voice I'm going with. Good morning. Nice weather, isn't it? Maybe we should tidy up. Open a window? He didn't object, so when I went to open the window, that's when... Watermelon's $2.99! Utsugi Detective Agency, Utsugi speaking. How can I help you? Is that right? I understand. I'll be right there. What's going on? Who was that? That was Kamata. Oh, wow. It's been a long time since I've thought about the name Kamata. They're requesting our services. I'm heading to the scene, and you're coming with me. Inspector Kamata called us? Yes, sir. Sans! Well, you know what? It was a friggin' three-way tie, so I chose the game that I wanted to stream. Because I've been so excited for this game. And since none of my subs can just vote for something. No, I'm just kidding. But this was going to happen either way. It was just a matter of when. Mr. Utsugi drove us to a drainage pump station in Kofuku City. You're from the Utsugi Detective Agency, right? Glad you could glad you could make it. Of course. The UI is mostly the same. What's the situation? It's a body, I'm afraid. Got an anonymous tip this morning. The victim was young. I'd say middle school. You never get used to this kind of thing. Is this game a ripoff of Phoenix Wright? It's so funny you say that, Sans, because part of my interest in this game was like, oh, I like Phoenix Wright, so this seems like it would be fun. And Emerald, who's also a fan of Phoenix Wright, was like, I don't see the resemblance at all. And I was like, what do you mean? like, actually, what do you mean? I began to question whether or not it was me or if it was anyone else. He's wearing a school uniform, local junior high. Beyond that, we don't have a confirmed ID yet. The victim was strangled, so asphyxiation. I mean, I don't think you really needed to clarify that, but sure. Our best guess right now is around 9 o'clock last night. Our observations so far. Let me think about that. Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. Where's Mr. Utsugi? Could use some help with this guy. Mr. Utsugi is over there talking to the police. Let's just listen to what people have to say for now. That's all we've got for now. Forensics is on it. Structor! Hi, Structor! It's good to see you! Hi! Thank you for coming by. I felt bad that I couldn't stream for the past couple of days, but just, there's something nasty going around. Not even just my family, but like, many of my friends have gotten sick. Something just really it was just all so draining. Thankfully, I haven't gotten sick, but it's still just draining to, you know, help everyone who is sick. But anyway, yes, how are you? I hope you are not sick. Damn, RIP. I know. That's why I was like... It was so stressful, because it was like, I want to stream, but my energy is just so drained. The victim could have been strangled with a rope or a cord, some kind of string. I'm sorry, but that's all the info I have about that. Oh, but there was another observation. Oh, what is it? Well, it's not every day you find a body, let alone one that looks like this. He like shows you the head. What?
最初に見た時は正
Ugh,
直
I get chills just thinking about it. Never seen anything like it
初め
before.
て
So,
君もあの被害者を見たら
I don't think I can describe it. You might just have to see it for yourself. There's going to be Phoenix Red. It's definitely not. Well, Ryan, thank you. I appreciate you too. It's good to see you. And also, my streams probably are a ripoff. A lot of things I've probably ripped off from a lot of people, so it would be appropriate to say. Doing alright, I'm gonna play Flesh and Blood for the first... I don't think I know what that game is.
正直ゾッとしたよ
Don't tell the captain, but I almost fainted when I saw the bottom. Can I see the victim?
その被害者の遺体
Will you take me to see the
見せて
victim?
も
Well, I shouldn't have said anything. You have the right kind of clearance for that, Taya. But you need to check with someone.
でも
Okay.
まあ君なら
Mom! Mom! He wants me to get... He wants clearance! The only thing ripped off is my bad movement. Oh. Thank you, Ryan. That is very sweet. It's a TCG. It looks like a lot of fun, and people say it's one of the best. Well, that's good. The only TCG I'm even somewhat familiar with is Yu-Gi-Oh! And I suck at Yu-Gi-Oh! So... On the other hand, I hate to bug them. You've done this before, right?
いいんですか
You're letting me?
ありがとうございます
Thanks, I appreciate it.
今回
That's
は
not really what I
知っ
asked.
ておいてくれよ
Just, you know, don't touch anything, or anything like that.
そこを離れなさい
Hey, what are you doing? Huh?
野獣馬を止めもしないで
Oh, okay.
どうなって
I
るの
thought
こ
it
の
was...
現場は
never mind. This is an active crime scene, officer. Your job is to keep the looky-loos out. No, you don't understand, Detective Kuze. This guy is supposed to be here.
自分でご挨拶
I'll explain. Hi, my name's...
待ってそっちで
Hold
話しま
that
しょう
thought. Let's find somewhere else to talk. Like my bedroom. Sorry, I don't know what...
で誰なの
Alright, what did you say your name was? Wow! That's crazy! It actually detected my save data from the previous games.
僕
My name's Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm the ultimate life form. I'm here with the Utsugi Detective Agency. Yu-Gi-Oh! Looks interesting. I tried Master Duel once. So, I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically at the very start. So, like, it was very simple back then. And it's gotten a lot more complicated now. And I'll be honest, I don't really enjoy it now. Like, I enjoyed it back then, even though I sucked at it. But, like, nowadays it's too much, you know? As much as I'd like to say I have an early shift. Oh, yes. Totally understandable, Ryan. I appreciate you. I hope your shift goes well. I hope you sleep well. Have fun, which I'm sure you will have. Yes. Yes, good night. But, like, GOAT format, I'm not opposed to it. It's just more the concept of, how do I put this? Well, for one thing, I've really learned that I don't like theory crafting. Like, I don't like the idea of, like, here's, like, tens of thousands of cards, now choose a few, to duel with. Like, for me, that just it's just overwhelming. Wait, you're a PI? You're a QT pie? Who hired you? Well, did you not hear? I literally said Utsugi Detective Agency. So, sounds like you're about to ask me a question, but you still haven't answered mine. Do I think about it? This detective seems pretty intense. I get the sense she's not happy about us being called. Sorry, you're not getting out that easy. Answer the question. How? There's no... Well... How am I supposed to say things? This must be Detective Kuze. She seems like she takes crime scene security pretty seriously. As opposed to us, who just casually waltzes in. Old person. Hi, Kelsey! Precious Bean, how are you? Wow.
クゼ君ご苦労様
Ah, Kuze. I see you've already met our friend here.
鎌
Oh,
田
wait, oh, it's Kamada
お邪
then.
魔しています
Oh, you met our friend here. I don't remember the voice I gave him.
ああそれか
You
ら
don't mind a little outside help on this one, do you?
こちらは私
This
立
is
探偵
Mr.
の
Utsugi, a private detective. And this is his assistant, Shadow the Hedgehog. Don't, but you are, though. But, sir,
宇津木さんとは
Utsugi and I go way back, don't we? It's just a shame we're reconnecting over such unpleasant business.
はじめまして。
It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Detective Kuze. I'm sorry to interrupt your good work here.
どうも
That's-
クゼです
That's okay. It's nice to meet you too.
失礼ですが。
You know, it's the strangest thing, but I feel like we've met before.
いえ
I don't think so. I haven't worked with any PIs before.
鎌田警部
In any case,
私は
I need
現
to
場に
get
戻
back
り
to
ます
the scene, Inspector Kamada. I need to get back to the scene, Inspector Kamada. If you would excuse me. Yeah, so we've definitely met her somewhere before. Sheesh.
クゼ刑事は
Looks like Detective Kuze stepped away. But yeah, just to finish up my thought structure, I was a bigger fan of the anime. I loved the anime. The card game itself, I'm not big on. The poor kid was just in middle school. You hate to see it. You hate to see this kind of thing happen.
驚いたじゃん
She's surprisingly strict now, huh? But don't take it personally, Hedgehog.
クゼ君
Kuze
は
is the
優
best
秀
we've
な
got,
の
but
じ
she
ゃ
can be
が
hard on the others.
少し
Herself, too.
申し訳ない気を
Hope
悪
she
くし
didn't
ない
rub you the wrong way, kid. She needs to rub you the right way, if you know what I mean.
僕なら大丈夫です
No, sir. This is a tough situation. I get it. You talked about theory crafting before. I thought you were talking about headcanons for plot. Oh, no, I just mean like in terms of deck building, where it's like you have tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of cards that you could pick and could potentially face. So like, pick a handful to use, and like, it's just too much for me, where it's like, oh, I could go with this spell card that lets me summon this, but it won't let work on this because of this and that, and it's like, it's just too much for me. Tommy, you're late.
ありゃりゃ
Oh, here,
また
what's that?
始まっ
Oh,
た
here
か
we go again. Hmm.
やつには特
She
に
can be real tough on him, especially on a day like this.
また始まったって
Sir, what did you mean when you said, here we go again?
あれじゃ
I meant what I said.
すみません先輩
I'm sorry.
昨日
I'm sorry I'm late, partner. Traffic was bad. I forgot my briefcase, so I had to go back.
言い訳はいいの
Have you been
どうせまた飲み
drinking?
すぎたとかなんでしょ
You might be able to pull this off with
大体
another
あんたはい
partner, but
つも
not me.
勘弁して
Oh,
く
come
ださ
on,
い
give me a
よ
break.
やれやれ
What a mess. She's really ripping into him.
いつものことなんじゃ
Sorry about that, kid. It has nothing to do with you.
あの男の刑事さん
But sorry for the other detective.
今呼んだら
She might yell at me. Yes, please.
事務所に戻ってから話せばいい
Didn't the first officer I spoke to say that the victim looked strange? Yeah, now can I see the
すまん
victim?
がそれは無理な
Sorry,
話じゃ
kid. That's out of the question at the moment. Why?
男の刑事が
Literally, this whole thing was about letting me see it. Man, Detective Kuze is not taking it easy on that other detective.
それにしても今日
Today's
は
been
や
real
けに
tough,
厳しい
rough on
の
Detective Kuze. I wonder if anything else is going on.
被害者は発見
I
された時
I heard that the state of the victim is slightly disturbing.
あその通
Could
りじ
say
ゃ
that.
だから
That's part of the reason I've called Mr.
宇津木さんにしてもらったん
Utsugi. Huh? Well, What does that have to do with Mr. Utsu?
どんな様子か
He
気になる
loves strangled murders.
君にも見せてやりたいところなの
Anyway, I'm sure you'd like to get your eyes on him, and I'd take you right over, but I'm kind of a dick like that. I won't actually show you. I'm afraid that forensics is examining the body right now. It's been transferred.
もっとも
And
君が
well,
調
I'm
べる
not
の
sure
は
Detective
久世君が
Kuze would
許さ
allow
ん
you
じゃろ
two to get a look.
常識的
Good
に考
luck.
え
Good
れ
old
ば
Kuze.
彼女
Forcing
は
police
正しいわ
procedures
の
to a T. Or following procedures. Yeah.
そうですよね
Yeah. What
で
a
も
what
ま
an
あ
asshole.
これくらいは構わ
But
ん
look,
じゃ
here's what I can share with you.
これが
Here's how he looked when we found him. Oh.
とりあえず我々は引き上げよう。
Let's wrap this up for now. You good with that, Shadow?
はい先生
Yeah. I mean, yes, sir, Mr. Utsugi.
こちらから声をか
Sorry
け
you
とい
had to
て
come all this way.
いいえ。で
It's
は
quite
ま
alright.
た後ほど
Let's be in touch. You mean let's keep in touch? He had a paper bag on his head. He must have been ugly. But yeah, you can definitely see the rope marks or whatever those are. Spooky. What's this? Okay, someone crying. Oh, you look sad, but you don't have to cry anymore. After all, I can give you a smile that will last forever. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Interesting. Sufficiently creepy. Kelsey, are you happy now? The horror game? The horror mystery game? The urban legend. Yeah, theory crafting is just one of those things that it's just once it passes a certain point, it's too much for me.
驚いただ
It
ろう。
wasn't easy to look at that victim, was it? It
かな
never
り奇
is,
妙な
but
姿でした
yeah.
ね
被害者は佐々
We
木
got a
英
few
介
more details. The
15歳の男子
victim's name was
地元の公立中
Aisuke
学の3年生
Sasaki. He was just 15, still in middle school.
死因は
As
首
you
を絞
heard,
められ
the
たこ
cause
とに
of
よる
death was
窒息死
asphyxiation by strangulation.
警察は
The
他
police
殺と見
suspect
ている
homicide.
被害者には目立った
There
外
were
傷
no
などは
signs
な
of
か
a
った
struggle, which points to a surprise attack
顔見知り
or
の犯
someone the
行
victim knew.
かあくまで現
That's
時
just
点
me
での推測
speculating,
だがね
though.
しかし何より
In
気
any
になる
case,
の
what
が
I'm most concerned
死
about
亡
at
した
this
彼
point is
のあ
that
の
paper
姿だ
bag.
はい
Right. What do you
先
think
生
it
は
means?
何か
Apparently,
心当たり
there's a
が
modestly sized community for flesh and blood in San Diego. Oh, that's cool. I currently the only
実は
community
18年前に
board
起きたある
game
事件
type
の被害者
thing
とそっくりなんだ
that I'm into right now is just Heroescape, which is a pretty small community, but you know, Heroescape it's alive again, so that's good. Must have been 18 years ago now. We had a rash of cases like this one. Victims found with paper bags on, or victims found with paper bags on their heads?
ああそうだ
Exactly that. It's not something I thought I'd ever see again.
18年前
It was 18 years ago.
連続少女殺人事件が
Kofuku
起き
City.
たんだ
We had multiple victims, all young girls.
連
Interesting.
続少女殺
Well,
人事件
girls. Hmm.
年
Keep
齢は
going.
まちまちだが3人
Let's
の
see.
被害
I
者は
believe
全て
we had
10代
three
の女
victims,
の子
all girls between the ages of 13 and 19.
いずれもすでによっ
The
て
killer
殺害
used
され
bare hands, manual
虐殺
strangulation.
だ しかもその全
We
員が
found them. They all had
笑
paper
顔が
bags
描
over
かれ
their
た紙
heads
袋
with
をかぶ
smiling
った
faces
姿で
drawn on
発見されたんだ。
Yeah, that does point to a serial murderer. Oh,
少女たちは同じ年頃だという
couldn't
だけで
establish any
特に
connection
つながり
between
の
the
ようなも
victims.
の
They
は
were
なかったようだ。
they were all just around the same age.
そして
I'm sorry to say, we never solved the case. Their killer is still out there. And evidently, he
今
just
回の事件は
killed someone else now. So we could be looking at.
同一人物による
Yeah,
犯行の
it
可能
could be
性
the
は
same person. Oh man.
18年前の事件の
Three
被害者
teenage girls strangled to death by hand. What a nightmare. Clearly, you need a machine for that. By hand is just so tedious. Sorry.
18年前の被害者たちは
All of the victims 18 years ago were teenage girls. Okay. Is Heroescape kind of like Warhammer? I mean, I don't know enough about Warhammer to say with confidence, but yeah, kind of. It basically, a bunch of the original Heroescape designers went on to make the tabletop version of Magic the Gathering Planeswalker Arena. And, in fact, in the Planeswalker Arena, like, master set, there are some tiles that are basically the exact tiles from Heroescape. How do I put this? It started out as a Hasbro thing, eventually got handed to Wizards of the Coast. They also collabed with Marvel at one point. And then the game kind of died, and then the community for it stayed alive and kind of grew up to the point that nowadays they are making new figures and it's like a revival.
ここまでの情報の中で
It's a lot to take
被
in,
害
I
者
know.
について
But do
何
you
か
have any
思うところはない
thoughts
のか
on
い
the case so far?
18年前の被害者
Still playing that up.
全員を
Three female victims 18 years ago. And now a middle school boy? Poor Aisuke Sasaki. Do you paint? So, originally, they were pre-painted. Nowadays, they sell unpainted versions, but you can still pay, like, a little more for the pre-painted versions. It's something I assume they did for, a play at the Warhammer crowd, where, like, oh, see, we paint miniatures too. Like, but it didn't used to be that way.
今回の被害者は
I'd target a boy this time, if it was the same person.
今回の被害者18年前の事件の
Doesn't
被害
quite
者は
add up. Why would a serial killer who targeted girls 18 years ago come back?
そう
And target a
今回の
boy,
被害者は
Aisuke
佐々木
Sasaki.
英介という男の確かにそこは相違点
Yeah, I'm asking myself the same question.
当時の事件の被
I
害
have to
者
consider the
が
possibility
女の
that
子
the
ばかりだった理
previous
由は
victims all
不明
being
のまま
female was a coincidence.
たまたま
We always look for a pattern, but we could be overthinking it. That is, yeah. That is a smart thing. Like, hey, we thought he was only targeting girls, but like maybe it was just a coincidence.
今分かっているのはここまでだ
I wish we had a little more to work with.
長い時を経て
Still, I
ば
can't
2つの
shake the
事件
feeling
が
that there's a
ど
connection.
こかで重要なことは
I trust you've
ちゃ
been
んと
keeping
手帳
good
にメモ
notes.
したか
You
な
never know when a seemingly
使い方
trivial
は
detail will
もち
make
ろん
all
分か
the
っているね
difference. Any important information you gather will be recorded into your notebook. You know, I appreciate that they have the notebook. I've never needed the
早速
notebook.
開いてみてはどうだい
But then again, you could also say it's because I'm, like, playing it pretty much at the same time, so, like, I don't need a reminder or anything. Would you open up your notebook right now? Let's see if you've got everything. His body was found at a pump station. Asphyxiation due to strangulation. A rope-like object. Estimated time of death 9 p.m. Paper bag. Victims serial murderers of girls 18 years ago. Okay. Shadow the Hedgehog. Whoa. apparently known Utsugi for a long time. Not apparently, we do know. We were there. Director of the agency, he's known Inspector Kamada from police force for a long time. There.
被害者の性別の違い
I don't
には
know. Maybe it's significant that we now have a male victim.
先生から
Is there something else he said that I'm missing? Mr. Utsugi seemed pretty confident that he had met Detective Kuze before. Sir, when you were talking to Detective Kuze earlier, she denied having met you before. Why?
ああ
Yes, we've definitely met before, but I'm not sure why she would
本
deny
人は
it.
否定
Huh?
あ
Oh,
ゆみちゃ
that
んが来て
must
ん
be
だよ
Ayumi. Ayumi!
お疲れ様
Let's
です
fucking go! Hi, guys!
あゆみちゃん
Audience clap. Hey, Ayumi. Hi, girlfriend.
何の話をしていたん
Am I
ですか
interrupting something? You both look so serious.
僕と先生は
Utsugi and I told Ayumi everything we knew. You're joking, right? That's an urban legend. Have you heard of Emio? You know, the smiling man? The title of the video game?
エミオ
The smiling man.
あゆみちゃん
Tell me about
Emio
the smiling
って何な
man,
の
Ayumi.
微笑みの笑み
You
に
might
男
also
って
hear him
書
called
いて
Emio, a name that characters
都市伝説
that
の一
uses
つ
the
なの
characters for smile and man.
都市伝
I'm
説
glad they clarified that,
どんな都市伝
because I
説
genuinely didn't know. And it's an urban legend?
笑顔が描かれ
Well,
た
the story
紙袋を
goes
か
that a
ぶった
man wearing a
男
paper
が
bag with a
悲
smiley
しい
face
女
on
の
it
子の前に
appears in
現
front
れ
of
る
a
って
crying
いう
girl.
都市伝
Paper bag with a smiley face on it. Are you
笑顔が描かれた紙袋。
serious? That's the dumbest idea I've ever heard.
そう
Yes,
な
of
の
course. Oh, poor Ayumi. She looks so sad.
エミオは
So,
笑顔
like
が
I
描
said,
か
the
れた
smiling
紙
man
袋をかぶっ
appears
て
in front of a crying
泣
girl
い
with
て
a
いる
paper
女
bag
の
on
子の
his
前
head,
に現
and
れ
he
る
says, Stay in school. Oh, you look so sad. You don't have to cry anymore. After all, I could give you a smile that will last forever. Well, Smiling Man does have M and I in it. I don't know where the E... yeah.
そして女の子は殺されて
Well,
エミオ
E
と同じ
from, like,
紙袋を
Smile.
かぶせられたままその場に置き去りにされる
And O from... the face you make when you're being choked. I don't know. And they always find the victim afterwards with a paper bag on her head, just like the Smiling Man wore. Wow.
というのが
Anyway,
最
that's
も
the
一
most
般
common
的な話
version
な
of
の
the story.
エミオにもい
Ayumi
ろ
cannot
いろな
spell.
話があるのかな他の都市伝説みたいに
You said that's the most common version of the story. What are some other versions?
うん
Well,
出会った
some
時
say that
に
if you
笑えば
stop crying
エミ
and
オは
smile
そ
at
の
the
まま
Smiling Man,
立
he'll
ち去
walk
る
away instead of
とい
killing
う
you.
話エミオの素顔を
I've
見た
also
ら
heard that
殺
if you
され
look
る
directly at his face,
とか
he's definitely gonna kill you.
笑えば立ち去る
So, smile and he walks away, look at his face and he kills you. Got it.
でも
It's
泣い
always
て
a
いる女
crying
の子
girl,
の前
though.
に現れ
All
る
versions agree
という
on that part.
都市伝説
So the thing about urban legends is that they're not all legends. Some of them
実
hold a
際に起き
kernel
た
of
事件が
truth.
背景にある
I mean, I think that's kind of just true
その
for
後者だと考えるべきなのかも
like
しれない
myths in general, you know. For now, I'm treating this as valuable information.
かなり複雑な
I'd
背
say
景
we
が
have
あ
a
り
lot
そう
of
だ
work to do. Let's split up and get to it.
というところで
Oh, but first, I'd like you to take
これを二人に渡しておくよ。
these. They're Game Boy Advanced SPs.
これは
What are those? Are those Nintendo 3DSs?
携帯電話
Cell phones, cool.
これで連絡が取りやすくなるだろ
Please
う
be in touch if there are any developments. Go on, take them. Are they AGS 101s at least? They're modded versions.
が
I
とうござい
wonder
ま
if
す
it matters
活用していきます
which hand you took it from. Thanks, I'll keep it close by.
ありがとうございます
さて
thank you.
僕が
Now,
確かめ
if you'll
たいこ
excuse
と
me,
があ
I've
るか
got to
ら
go follow up on
とにか
something.
く調査内容の分
I'd
担は
like both of you to work
二人で
together and
相談して
decide the
決めて
best
ほし
way
い
to split up your research. Understood?
わかりました
Would you rather have a modded AGS 001 or stock AGS 101? Not because I think it's like better necessarily. It's just more that I like having unmodified versions of consoles. I don't have a 101 at all. Called it, yeah.
い
Yes,
ってらっしゃい
understood.
先生
Got it. See you later, sir. Alright, now that he's gone, take off your pants.
あゆみちゃん
So, how do you want to tackle this,
どうやって
Ayumi?
うーん
Well, I was thinking,
その
after,
前に
you know...
今日は
You know what,
あ
I'm
った
not
こと
gonna
を整理して
continue on
整理
with
する
this.
のがいいんじゃないかしら
I think we should start by reviewing our notes and seeing if there's anything we can deduce. Good plan.
今朝
So
遺体
we
で
have a
発見された佐々木君は
Aisuke? I'm sorry, I'm probably horribly butchering his name. Aisuke Sasaki. Discovered this morning. We'll do say the screen is pretty good, and you probably shouldn't remove it if it's not broken. Understand. Based on what we know so far, I suspect homicide.
その様子から
Based on what I did.
ええそうね
I think you're right.
そして
Now,
佐々木
Aisuke
君が発
was
見された
wearing a
時
paper bag with a
笑
smile
顔
on
が
it when he
描か
was
れた
found.
彼のその姿
And there's a certain similarity. But it's just considered an urban legend right now.
エミオという
Just like the
都市
Smiling
伝
Man
説の
urban legend.
そうね
Yes, I agree.
そしてその都市伝説は
But what if the urban legend wasn't an urban
18年前
legend?
に幸福市で起き
It
た
was based on the actual murders that took place 18 years ago in Kofuku City.
エミオの都市伝説は18
It's
年前の事
possible a
件の
horrible
元となっ
incident
た
like that could have spawned such a morbid story, right?
その都市伝説
Still, we need to establish some sort of
Sasaki
connection. Vol!
今回の
Hey,
被
it's
害
good
者
to
は
see you.
男の子なんだ
Yeah, Emio. I told this story beforehand, but just in case, I streamed the Famicom Detective Club games not that long ago, actually, but it was like shortly before Emio got announced, and I had no idea that it was gonna get announced, but I was like, this has to be fate. Clearly, I just have to stream the third game too. So, how are things going? Things are, okay. I've been pretty exhausted just because my family's been sick and I've been, you know, taking care of all of them. So, like, it's a lot. Excuse me, it's a lot, but I'm happy that things are better enough to the point that I can stream again. The victim was a boy, right? No.
そうなんだよ
That's right.
先生の話に
And
よ
all
れ
three
ば
victims in the
18
older
年前の
cases
事
were
件の
girls, according to
男
Mr.
の子の被
Utsugi.
害者は
でも無関係とは思えないわ
Yeah,
ね
it doesn't seem likely that that was... Yeah, it doesn't seem likely that that was only a coincidence. It's probably relevant.
佐々木
By
君
the way,
は
have you ever
同
heard
じような
of
紙袋をか
the
ぶせられて
funny
いたんだもの
playing FPGA GBC? No, I have not. I generally don't keep up with a whole lot of, like, you know, unofficial projects and things. Although, Sans was very kind and did get me a retro tink for Christmas. So, I'm very excited. Although I do feel a little bad. I don't know if Sans is still here, but I feel slightly bad because they just announced a new one. I was like, oh no, I probably could have, like, saved him some if I had just waited. But still, I'm excited. Poor kid Aisuke, covered in one of those horrible paper bags. It's interesting, it's a drop-in replacement for the GBC board that uses FPGAs instead of the original hardware. Interesting.
他に何か気になることはなかったの
Is there anything else on your mind?
他に気にな
What
る
am I missing?
そういえば
Oh, I should mention that we met the detective assigned to the case.
クゼっていう
Her
女性
name's
の刑事
Kuze.
さんのことを
Utsugi seemed to
先生が
recognize
知って
her
いる
from
みたいな
some.
のだ
Vol, I will
先生は何とおっしゃって
hydrate.
るの？
Thank you. I will say though, thankfully I didn't get sick, but it seems like everyone is getting sick. Not even just my family, but like multiple friends have been getting sick, and it just feels like everyone's getting sick, you know? It sucks. Whatever's going around is really nasty. Be really exciting when they have to do this, when they do the same. I don't know much about FPGA stuff, so I don't know the implications of it. Been working on some TTRPG stuff again. Fun! Like, for, like, D&D specifically, or for something else? Has Mr. Utsugi worked with her before?
先生は
You seem to think they had met, but she denied it. Strange, right?
なぜ否定したのか
That
しら。
is strange. I wonder why she would deny that. Beats
と
me.
りあえずどうしましょう
Well,
か。
where do we go from here now that all the children are growing up? And how do we spend our time now when nobody gives us a damn? Sorry. My Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Oh, okay. Awesome. My
先生
no, Mr. Utsugi, come back. I can't live without you. Just kidding.
何
What are you
って
talking about? My New Year's resolution, I don't necessarily know that I have specific ones, but one of them has been to, like, make little bits of progress and things. Like I've been working a lot on, video editing. I like, want to make progress every day. You know, even if it's just a little bit of progress. Just something every day to, you know,
私は現場を見ていないから何とも言えないわ。
so that way I can produce more videos and things. I just beat Pokemon Legends Arceus. Oh, wow. I really need to play it. I hear great things, and I'm sure I'd love it. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I wasn't at the scene of the crime, so I only know what you've told me so far.
そうだな
Great question. I wish I had the
何
answer.
せよ
Well, maybe it's worth checking in with the police again. Forensics might have dug something up by now.
じゃあ私は
Good idea. If it's
佐
all
々
right
木
with
くんの
you,
最近の
I
様子
think
と
I'll
かを
try
調べてみる
and
ことに
find
す
out
るわ。
more about the victim.
それでいいよね。
Poor guy.
頼
That
ん
would be
だ
helpful. Thanks. I love you, Ayumi. Marry me.
じゃあ行ってくるよ
Alright, see ya.
私
Good
も
luck.
あねえ
Oh, before you
今
go,
日のあなた
kiss
すご
me.
く冴えてるんじゃ
I
ない
know today has been hard, but you're doing a great
そ
job.
んな
I'm
気が
proud
す
of
る
you.
の。
Aw, Ayumi, thank you. I mean, thanks.
じゃあまた後で
Okay,
ね。
I'm off. See you later. No, don't leave me. No. Goodra was so fucking hard. Really. No spoilers. I have not played yet. No spoil.
カナダ
Anything.
警部はいるだろうか
Wonder if Inspector Kamada is even here.
鎌田警部の
No sign of Inspector Kamada, unfortunately. Yeah, what I want to do this year is work on my Pokemon Mystery Dungeon tabletop RPG campaign more, maybe even finish it. Do more art since I barely did finish all the mysteries. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah. That would be fun.
近くにいる人に聞いてみよう
I should try talking to someone nearby. Excuse me, people nearby.
警さんはいるぞ
See if one of the officers.
あの
Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but can you help me out?
こんにちは。
Hello, sir.
何かご用？
How can I help?
あの
Do you know if
鎌
the
田警
inspector
部
is
はいら
available?
っしゃいます
You must mean Inspector
Kamada
Kamada,
Cable
right?
はい
Oh, yes,
Just a
sorry
book.
about that. Actually,
ちょっと待って。
where do I know you from?
あなた
Haven't we met
どこ
before?
かで
What is it with people thinking they've met other people before? I'm noticing a theme here.
どこで会ったんだっけ
You're so familiar, but... Where do I know her from? That
言われて
voice.
みれば
I think her
確か
face
に
is...
その人の顔に
I don't recognize her. no doubt she's from one of the previous games. Do we know each other?
どこで会ったんだ
She's... It's you! Yes, that's me!
あなたは
Yes,
確
that's
か
me! And you are?
はい宇津木
The
探偵
Itsugi
事務所の
Detective Agency, that's right.
あなたねお久しぶり
Shadow
です
Hedgehog, yeah! Wow, it's been a
お
while.
久しぶりです
Been a while. Did you
こちら
transfer
に
to this
そ
person?
れに
I mean,
メガネをかけて
should have
いらっしゃる
recognized you right away. I
すぐに
suppose it was
気づ
the
きませんで
glasses
した
that threw me off.
そうなの
Oh, right, I
少し
usually wear
前にこっ
contacts.
ちに来た
Yeah,
の
I
よ
transferred here a while back.
相変わらず素敵
I
な
remember
不敬
her
さん
being a pretty sharp investigator. Yeah, can you explain? Okay, maybe she was not from a previous game. Interesting.
鎌田警部から
Oh, right. Inspector
誰か
Kamada
訪ねて
did
くるかも
mention
しれな
that
い
someone might be
と聞い
coming
ていた
by.
けど
I suppose it's you.
今
I'll
担
go
当
see
の
if
刑
he's
事を呼んで
available. He's not.
お待たせへえ君が
Well,
探偵だって
well, is this supposed to be... Is this the supposed PI? I'm PO'd right now. Who's this? Oh, it's the guy Kuze was yelling at this morning.
鎌田警部は打ち合わせ
Just
中
kidding,
だか
buddy.
らこの僕
Inspector
が君の
Kamada
相
is
手を
busy right now,
任
so
され
I've been assigned to help you out.
はじめまして
The name's
神原大輔
Daisuke
です
Kamihara. The Daisuke Kamihara.
あ神原の神は
You can call me
上じゃなくて
Dice if you
神が
want. Most
立って
people
るとかの神ね
I loved watching Zoe play through this. No worries. I'll help you on the slaves because I know. Yes, thank you. I do appreciate it. If you go back and watch my previous Famicom Detective Club streams, there are definitely times where I get stuck because like some of the logic of this game is very strange. But at least so far, it feels like now that I understand the logic, it's smoother, you know? Okay, well, I'm Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm with the Itsugi Detective Agency, and Gun.
と
Let me use my
今朝の事件の
brilliant
詳細
intuition
が
to,
聞きたいんだよね
to deduce why you're here. Scoping out that murder, right?
はい
That's right.
お忙しい中
Normally we'd
恐
give your
縮
team
な
a
の
little
です
more
が
space, but this case is already so unusual.
オッケーオッケー
Yeah, oh, definitely.
なんだ
It definitely does. That's why
何
I'm
でも聞いてよ
always hesitant to look up a guide or anything. And I know that's probably not very good for me to do as like a content creator, but I'm at least on my first playthrough, I don't want to look up a guide. I want to figure it out even if it's painful. Don't even sweat it. I'm your guy. Hit me up. I'll tell you anything, and I mean anything. Ha ha ha.
あの被害者なん
I
だ
meant
けど
about the victim.
実はさ
Although, sure, I'll take personal questions too.
いきなりここ
Why
で
does he like this? Sorry to jump in, but you're gonna need to take this conversation somewhere else.
そうです
Oh,
よね
fine.
こん
We
な
can't
ところでな
follow
んて
procedure if you
ね
insist.
貴重なアドバ
Thank
イ
you
ス
so
あ
much.
探偵君ささ
Right this
僕
way,
の部屋
boy
へどう
detective.
ぞどう
To
ぞ
the fabulous interrogation chamber.
隊長
Is this guy for real?
探偵くん
Yeah, I spent 30 hours trying to recruit. Goodness.
複雑
Well, I haven't spent 30 hours, but I've definitely gotten stuck for long periods of time. I still think some of my worst streams, or at least the ones I'm most embarrassed about, are my Luigi's Mansion 3 streams. Because, like, I don't know, maybe I just need to play it again to double check, but like, it felt like that game really did not communicate what I was supposed to do very well. Really, boy detective? Well, maybe I can get something useful.
どうぞ
Help yourself.
あ、どうも。
Oh, thanks.
ありがと
I
うご
could
ざいま
use
す。
some tea.
さっさ
Yeah, enjoy it, bro.
どうぞ
She never makes fresh tea for me. Right. So, about the case.
そりゃそうだ
Right, right. Not like you
お茶を飲
came
みに
here
来た
for
わけじゃ
tea,
ない
huh?
のね
Right? Am I right?
さて
Fine, where do you want to
何から
start?
聞きたい
What an asshole. Oh, fine. I guess ask me about the thing you're clearly here for.
被害者の名
You
前や
already
年
have
齢
a
は
few details,
もう
right?
知
The
ってる
victim's
かな
name and age.
はい。
That's right. His
被害者
name's
は
Aisuke
地元の公
Sasaki.
立中学
He
3年
was
生。
only 15 years
今
old.
朝現場の方に
I
行きま
visited
し
the
た。
scene this morning.
お
Yeah, yeah, and I
素晴
saw
らし
you.
い情報収
そうです。
I saw you there getting verbally spanked by Detective Kuze in front of everyone.
昨日の午
You're
後
telling us it was
9時頃
around 9 p.m. last night.
あのポンプ場
That
付近は
time, it seems like it
街灯も少ない
would have
か
been
ら
pitch
夜に
black
なる
out
と
there.
真っ暗に
No streetlights at all. Great murder spot, obviously. Like 10 out of 10 murder spot.
一体なぜ
Tea
被
is
害
always
者
great,
があ
plus
の場所を
Japanese
訪れたのか
tea sets
は
are very
まだ
nice.
捜査中
I
では
can't drink
ないんだけ
tea,
ど
so I can't agree. But I'm sure it is. I still don't know why the kid would have been out there at that time, of course.
遺体発見現場
Found
は
the body at the
国道沿い
pumping
にあるポ
station.
ンプ場の
Deserted location, you know? You know.
昼間
You
で
were
もあ
there.
んまり人が来なさそうな場所。今日の
Ethan,
明け方
hey.
現場をたまたま通りかかった人が通
I'm
報して
I'm
きた
doing okay. I'm a little exhausted. I'm sorry if I'm like kind of lower energy than usual. It's just my whole life since a few days ago has just been taking care of sick family members, so I apologize, but same. I think it was one of those early morning joggers that found it. Joggers, always finding bodies. I mean, what do they know about finding bodies? Nothing, right?
被害者があん
Same
な
dude.
時間
Aw.
にあ
Well,
んな場所へ
I
行っ
hope
た
you're
理由
still.
は
I
ま
hope
だ
you're doing
ね
okay
え
otherwise.
けど
I'm just exhausted. Yeah, understandable. We still have no idea what the kid was doing out there at that time of
現場
night.
横の国
We
道を
haven't
車
ruled
で
out
通り
some
かかった人が何か
that someone driving by may
と
have
い
seen
う可
something
能性は
right next to the road.
でもさ
I mean, it's crazy,
普
right?
通そんな
I've
時
gone
間
out there as
そ
a
んな場
middle
所に
schooler at that hour.
しかも
Probably
な
not.
んであんなところへ行
This
ったん
whole
だ
thing
ろ
is
う
depressing. This guy feels evil. I don't know how to describe it. He feels like he's doing something not right.
何をしにあそこへ行ったんだ被害者の佐々木英介は発見
As
さ
you
れ
know,
た
the
時
victim had a paper bag over his head when found.
あの、
Not
笑
just
顔が
any
描
paper
かれ
bag,
た
right? It had a smiley face on it.
そう
Yeah, it was creepy as
そう
hell.
だよねしかもその紙
The
袋
bag was all
どうやら
dank and old
結構
too.
古いものみ
Ugh,
たい
I'd
でさ
die. Not like that the kid who was already dead. What do you mean dank and old?
科捜研で詳しく調
Forensics
べ
is
てると
taking
こ
a
ろ
look
だ
at
よ
it. Taking a look now. I don't know, it just looked gross to me. But we'll see what they find.
ちなみに今回の被
So
害者
did
が
you
発
hear
見
there were
され
some
た
murders
状況
like
って
this a while back?
18年
I
前
did.
の
You're talking about the young girls who were killed 18 years ago.
その通り
Yeesh. It's like you already know
な
everything.
んでも
That's
知
our
ってるん
boy
だね
detective.
探偵
Don't call me that, man.
今回も探偵
Guy keeps pushing that button.
その事件でも
So I
遺
guess
体
you
の頭
already
に笑
knew
顔
that
が
those
描かれた
victims had
紙
paper
袋
bags
が
with
被せら
smiley
れてい
faces
た
too,
って
Mr.
話もあ
Smarty
る
Pants.
し
How are you older than me?
だからそ
How?
っち関係
How
も
is
含
that
めて
possible?
多方面から
So
捜
that's
査していく
anyway. That's obviously going to figure into the investigation,
複雑な事件
right? Well, it's a complicated case.
18年前の事
So
件の被
riddle
害
me
者
this,
は
boy
全員
detective.
女
All
の
those victims were girls, and serial
だから
killers love their
連続少
patterns.
女殺人事件でも今
But
回
our
の事件
victim
の被害
is a
者は
boy.
ねえ
Strange, isn't it? He already knows everything they're going to do, but they already know everything he's going to do. Strange, isn't it?
はい。
Yeah, it is.
18年前の事件の
There's
被害者
another
た
major
ち
difference
と今
between
回の
those
事件の
victims
被
and
害者
ours.
に
I
は
bet you
もう
haven't
一
thought.
つおなんだか
Care to hazard a guess?
それは
Well, they were strangled differently because it was a rope-like object instead of hands.
殺害方法が違う
They
で
were
す。
strangled differently.
さあ
Survey says you're right. Huh, maybe you're a full-grown detective after all. How dare you? The victim could have been strangled with could have been strangled with a rope or something. Previous victims were killed barehanded, but Aisuke Sasaki was strangled with a rope or Oh, wait. Aisuke was a rope or string. Sorry, I'm the one
首を
that's
絞
saying.
められて殺
Ding,
害さ
ding,
れたって
ding.
いう
There's
の
no
は
murder
同じだ
weapon
けど
18 years ago.
凶器
Pretty
の
big
ルール
difference if you ask me.
18年前の事件も
We're
含め
obviously
多
going to
方
be
面から
taking
捜査
everything
してい
into
くこと
account,
になりそう
including those murders from 18 years ago.
18
Want
年
to talk
前か
18 years ago, huh?
探偵君は
That's
当時のことを
Why, were you even alive at that time? Yes, I was, asshole.
僕が1歳ぐらい
Technically,
の
I
頃
was 1 year old.
そうか
I
そう
knew
か
you were a baby,
やっぱ
and
見
here
た目
you
通
are, a
り
full-fledged
若いね
private investigator.
僕も探偵になればよかった
Maybe I should have been a PI.
なん
Must
か
be
こ
cool
う
not to
かっこい
have
いよ
to
ね
play by the rules.
おっかない先輩
What's oh gosh. There was an episode of Fairly Odd Parents a long time ago where there was like a running joke about like a TV show where it's like Joe Danger or whatever, Magnum Cop PI who doesn't play by the rules. like that's all in the title. Raven, oh my god, hi! It's so good to see you! I haven't seen you in ages. How are you, precious bean? Oh, no worries. I obviously thought the same thing, but I'm just happy you're here. Certain someone wouldn't be breathing down my neck all the
あ
time.
そうだ
Yeah, I'm
探偵君の
serious.
ところで
You
や
think
っ
your
と
boss
もらえ
would
ないかね
would take me on? No. But yeah, Raven, how are you?
当時の
Ah,
事件のことを
you are
何か覚えてます
precious. Also, have you played this game? This is a surprisingly creepy game. Do you remember anything about that case from 18 years ago?
僕は当時小
Yeah,
学生
I was in
だったけど
elementary school. It was all over the news. The victims weren't much older
被害者
than
は
me.
みんなミス
Happy
僕ら
New
が
Year,
っていうよ
yes!
り
It is 2025 now. It feels so weird because my brain hasn't... I don't think my brain has registered any year past, like, 2017. It's so weird. I wasn't worried about it, but the school and everyone's parents sure were.
集団
They
登
made us
校に
walk to
集
school
団
in
下校
groups and that whole
近所の大
neighborhood
人たちも
watch
付き
thing
添った
going
り
on.
その様子は
It was like we were in a
さながら
parade.
大名行列
Ridiculous. How dare people look out for our safety? Really?
あイメージねイメ
No,
ージ
not really. It's called a
僕も教
metaphor.
科書で
Try to
しか知
keep
らな
up.
いし下校時
Anyway,
はみん
every
なで
day
体
we'd
育館に集まっ
gather
てちゃ
in
んと
the
揃っ
gym
て
to
る
make
時
sure we were all there.
あーに足りない時があ
Sometimes
って
one kid would be missing. Boy, did that cause a panic.
そりゃそうなります
Sure.
もちろん僕は
Sometimes it was
先生
me. I could hear them all
神原君と言い
yelling
ま
out for
せ
me,
ん
scrambling everywhere looking. Sounds super annoying. And also, what a dick move to pull.
学校まで
Of
子供を
course, some
迎えに
parents
来
would
る
just
保護
pick
者
their
もいた
kids
し
up from school to avoid it all.
今改めて思うとすごく守られてたなあの時
When
は
I think back,
すいませんで
I
した
guess I was pretty
先生方
sheltered. Sorry to all the teachers I annoyed. I don't think sheltered is the word. I'm pretty sure you were pretty obnoxious. I think that's the word you mean.
とまあそんなこんなで子供は
Anyway,
日
since
が
all the
暮れ
kids
る
were
前に
safely
みんな
inside
になった
before Sunday,
犯人も
guess
商
we
売
didn't
に
give
上がったりだ
the
よ
killer
ね
anyone to kill.
商売
Maybe I should workshop that joke. Yeah, that's totally something you should joke about, dude.
ただね当時の
You
被
know,
害
I
者た
really
ちが
don't
奇妙な
remember the
袋を
whole
かぶせられた
paper
状態
bag
で
part
見
of the
つ
story.
そうな
Oh?
うん
Yeah, I mean, it's been 18 years. I guess I just forgot.
いやでもさすがに
But
そ
it
ん
was
な
pretty
ショッキン
shocking.
グなこと
How could I
する
forget
わけ
that?
ない
Hmm.
紙袋のこと
Paper
は
bags? Really? I feel like I would remember that. Okay.
18年前に小
He
学
was in
生
elementary school 18 years ago. How old is he? Clearly he's got to be in his, like, early 20s. Not a good time for a phone call. No, I wanted to take the tea.
いただきます。
Cheers.
どううまい
Yeah, not bad, right? But you don't get to enjoy tea from a beautiful lady often. That's not true. I have
と
Ayumi.
ても
Yeah, it's good. It hits the spot.
いいな
Fresh tea.
僕も後
She
でお
didn't
願い
bring
し
me.
よっと
I'll ask for one in a little bit, I guess.
断られるような
Guessing
気がする。
he's gonna get a no.
楽しみ
Can't wait. I can. He looks like an experienced detective. Maybe a bit young, but
変
still.
わった刑事
It's
さ
a
んだな。
real oddball.
神
Wonder if he's heard the Smiling Man
エミオ
urban
知って
legend.
いそうな
Say
年
he's
齢
old
だ
enough to have heard it.
上原刑事は
Detective
Emio
Kanihara, are you
との
familiar with the
都市伝説を
urban
ご存知
legend
ですか？
known as the Smiling Man?
エミオ
Did you say the Smiling Man?
はい
I did.
微笑み
You
の
know,
笑みに
like a
男
man
と書い
who's
て
smiling.
エミオなん
They
です
call
が
him Emio sometimes.
う
I don't know. What's the story behind it?
僕は
Explain the
上
whole
原刑
thing
事
to Detective Kanihara just the way Ayumi explained it to me. Eesh. Creepy. Whoa. See what you mean about the similarities between that story and this case. Is there any connection?
ただの偶然にして
I'm okay, and you? I'm okay. My family's been sick, so I've been taking care of them. So I'm a little exhausted, but I'm okay. Thankfully, I have not gotten sick myself, so I'm happy for that. Madara, it's good to see you again. Hi, how are you? Is that Phoenix? Yeah, it is. Okay. The like the G5 style kind of threw me off for a second. What hot drink do you prefer? Coffee, tea, or hot chocolate? Okay. That sounds like a fun poll. I'm also going to add one so I can vote. Madara. Yeah, Madara. Hi, I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you again. I feel bad. And I mean, I know it's not entirely my fault or anything, but sometimes I think about, like, people who used to show up to my streams and, like, don't anymore. And I think, like, I hope I didn't, like, drive them away, you know? Where's the poll? Okay, new poll. Okay, what hot drink do you prefer? Coffee. There's tea. Hot chocolates. My Madara, but he doesn't speak English. Oh yeah, no, different Madara, I think. Okay, we have the poll running. Let's see what hot drink everyone prefers. Because originally I was going to put water, and then I was like, but I don't like hot water either. So, yeah. I'm doing good. Good. I'm glad you're good. Could be a coincidence, could it? Or could it? Did I sound like I was deducing something awesome yesterday? I did, right?
はい
Maybe? I guess?
そうでしょそうでしょ
Madara blocked me. Aw.
なんて
I'm sorry,
さておき
Raven.
気になる話だね
I didn't mean
メ
to
モっとこ
upset. I totally did. Anyway, joking aside, that's definitely something to think about.
情報提
So,
供ありが
thanks
とう
for
ね
sharing. Yeah, the Smiley Man legend is pretty similar to this case of murders and to the murders from 18 years ago. Urban legends, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, I'm still your friend, right? Sorry. Maybe think. He's dead silent. What's up with that? Not the most relaxing setting for a cup of tea. Of course. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. Oh, you are the sweet one. Oh my god. Madara, thank you for the gift sub to Raven. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Okay, we're fine. We're fine, everything's good. Thank you. I appreciate it immensely. It really does mean a lot. I don't want to, like, come off as desperate or anything, but, like, it really makes me happy that anybody would subscribe to me, so thank you. Hello? Pretty big in here for an interrogation. Pretty grim face he's making. Suppose I have to look at his face. Why is he staring at me like that? So intensely. He might have an observation to share. Maybe he's more of a detective than I have given him credit for. You've got tea on your face. You know, now that I think about it, there's one thing we haven't considered. Go on! Oh, that's such a dramatic face for for such a chill conversation otherwise. Well, it's just the officer who was just here. Seemed like she kind of liked you, didn't it? I'm jealous. She's hot, right? A woman that hot and she wears a police form? Now that's a legend. Oh, this guy... Okay, so here's the thing. He's coming off very scummy, but I think that's... They're trying... Now that I think about it, they're, like, trying to make him seem like a bad guy. So that way, you, like, suspect him. You know what I mean? So glad she transferred to this division. It's like destiny. Wow. That's why they call me Dice. I sure am a lucky bastard, I tell you. Kami. Oh, hi there, ma'am. Didn't see you there. Ma'am, what's that supposed to mean? What are you two blathering about? Do your job. We've got a murder to solve. No, it's not what you think. I mean, maybe it is. This guy won't shut up about how hot our coworker is. Fuck you, dude. Really? He's all, ooh, and the uniform is the pièce de résistance. What? Anyway, I'll get back to work. Toodles. Have fun, buddy. Screw you. Screw you, man. It looks like T won our poll. Which makes sense. I feel like T is the most, like, crowd-pleasing, you know? So sorry about that. Anyway, sorry about this morning as well. Oh, okay. I guess I haven't even really introduced myself. I'm Detective Kuze, Junko Kuze, Investigation Division 1. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm from the Itsugi Detective Agency, Shadow the Hedgehog. Sorry to bother you this morning. Well, I go lurk, playing some Pal World with a friend. Oh, okay, yeah, have fun in Pal World. Thank you so much for the gift sub. Thank you for stopping by and for lurking and chatting and stuff. Yeah, have a good night. I'll talk to you later. Hold on, wait. No, it's my fault. I didn't realize the inspector had called you guys in. It's no problem at all. I will lurk as well. Yeah. Have fun working on the TTRPG. Thank you for the lurk of all. I appreciate it. That said, don't get in my way, understand? Oh.
As Churchill said, if at first you don't succeed, try another sewer.
If at first you don't succeed, try another sewer. Yes, thank you. Oh, right, of course. So, sorry, I have work to do, excuse me. And she's gone. Maybe I should ask if Inspector Kamada is still busy, just in case. What's this? What's this? What's this? Come on, just one cup, okay? Why don't you brew it yourself? Ugh. It's Detective Kamihara. I really just want you to brew it for me. I can't believe he's begging like that. You look really afraid right now. I don't think that's how it should be. It's for the good of the investigation. Trust me. Oof. Oh, hey, boy detective. Are you really leaving already? Okay, bye, I guess. Took that one on the nose. Shrug it off, Dice. Dice is one letter off from Dick, which is what he is. You saw that? Yeah, but I have some unrelated questions. Alright. Let's find somewhere to talk. Like this broom closet. So, were you able to get some info from Detective Kamihara? Yes, more or less. I was wondering if Inspector Kamada is available. I'm sorry, but I'm told his meeting is running long. I see. Maybe I should come back tomorrow. I've worked with a lot of detectives, but that one, well, he's something special. You might not want to follow in his footsteps if you catch my drift. Noted. You've grown up a bit, haven't you? Oh. I was not expecting that. If you'll excuse me, I should head out. Please give Inspector Kamada my thanks for his help. Sounds good. Safe travels. I can't do a lot of voices, I'm sorry. I'm getting voices mixed up in my head. Hello, I'm back. Welcome back, Shadow. Welcome back. So, how did it go today? Well, I went to the precinct to see what I could find out. But Inspector Kamada was in a meeting all day, so I spoke with Detective Kamihara instead. Is that so? Well, thanks for tracking someone down. Ayumi, what about you? Sure. Well, I went to see the victim's family. The Sasaki family was very nice and welcoming. I felt like it was a good family home. And I considered their terrible loss. They were so generous with their help. They really want to know what happened. Attack Shadow, no. Not allowed. Groovy, protect me if you're here. It's just senseless, you know? Daisuke wasn't in any sort of trouble. He was just a regular kid. It's just...
夕べ
Just
遅くに
what?
帰ってきた
Well,
佐
his
々木
family
君は
said that when he came
そ
home
の
that
ま
night,
ま部
he
屋に
locked
閉じ
himself
こも
in
って
his
いて
room.
今までそん
He
なこ
said
と
he'd
なか
never
った
done
みたい
anything
で
like that before.
ご
They
家
weren't
族
sure
に
what it was
戸
all
惑い
about.
呼びかけても
He
返事
wasn't
がないので
responding, so they
様
tried
子を見ることにした
unlocking
よ
the
うなんで
door.
すが
They were about to try unlocking the door, but
8時頃
around
お母
8
さん
p.m.,
が
his mother heard a
玄
noise
関
at the
付
front
近で
door.
物音
She went to check, and
受話器を持った
it was Ice
学
Skate
校
still
の
wearing
制
his
服を
school
着たままの
uniform,
佐々木君がいたそうなん
holding
で
a
す
telephone receiver. What the fuck?
すると佐々木君
So he
は
hadn't been in his room after all.
驚いたような顔で
He
受話器
dropped
を
the
置くと
phone in surprise when he
また
noticed
自
her.
室に閉じ
And
こもっ
then
て
he
しまっ
locked
たとい
himself
う
in
こ
his
とな
room
んで
for
す
real. What? So,
佐々木君は誰かと電話で
so that day he got home, locked himself in his room, but then was downstairs and locked himself in his room again? Okay. Think I understand. I wonder who he was talking to.
様子を見る
Yeah,
限
great
り
question.
そう
His
みたい
family
ね
didn't know.
間もなくして
Anyhow, it seems as if he snuck out again
佐々木君は出かけたみたいね。
after that without his family
ご
noticing.
家族は今日分かったことはここま
That's all I
で
have
です
for now. I'll keep
引き続き
digging.
佐々木君の身
What
に
world happened to this
一
poor
体
kid?
何があったの
僕は
You
18年
know,
前
I've
の
been
事件
digging
の
into
報
the
じられ
cold
方を
case from
確認して
18
きた
years ago a bit
ちょっと
more,
気になる
and
こと
I'm
が
concerned.
実は当
You
時
see, the police never made all the details public, in particular the use of paper bags.
なるほど
Oh, so that's why
だから
Detective
神原
Kamihara
刑事
didn't
は
remember
紙
anything
袋
about
を
it.
公開しなかった
Do you
理由
know
は
why they
何だ
withheld
った
that
んでしょうか
information?
うん
Well, I have an
心当たり
idea,
はあるには
but
あ
it
る
would be
が
better to speak to
それについては
Kamara himself about it.
わかりました
I understand.
当時
Well, I
警
kind
察
of
が
don't
事件の
actually.
詳細を公開
Regardless
し
of the
なかった
reason
の
why,
な
if the
らば
police didn't release those details at the time,
連続少女
then
殺
it
人事件
seems
が
a bit of a stretch to assume that the case is
エミオのモ
connected
デ
to
ル
the
だと
Smiling
単
Man
純に
or
結びつけるのに
urban
は
legend.
少々
でも佐々
But
木君の事件
a legend has to be
エミオは
connected
どこ
to
か
the
で
current
結び
case,
つくと
doesn't
考
it?
えるの
In
が
some
自
way?
然ですよね
その通りだ
Well, I do think we
今回の
need
事
to
件を
fully
解く
understand
鍵
the
は
urban
こ
legend
の
if I'm
都
going
市
to
伝
solve
説
this
にあると
case.
僕は
You
もし
specifically?
先生
Not us?
ああ
Well,
エミオの
yes.
ことは
I'm
僕に
fascinated by
任
the
せて
case of the Smiling Man.
実に
I wanted to
興
take
味
a
深い話
deeper
だ
dive
ね
into it.
さあ二人
Now
と
then,
も今日分かったこ
I'd
とを
like
元
to have
に
the two of you
君たち
review
の
what
推理
you
を聞か
learned
せて
from
くれない
today's
か
research.
わかりました
You got it.
始めましょう
Shall we, Shadow? Yes, of course. Anything for you, Ayumi.
遺体で見つかった佐々木君の頭
So
に
we
は
have a victim, Isuke
笑顔が描
Sasaki,
かれた
who
紙
was found
袋
with a
が
paper
かぶせ
bag
ら
on
れ
his
て
head
い
with a
た
smiley face on it.
これと同様
A
の事
series
件
of
は
similar
過去に
crimes took place 18 years ago.
18年前だ
そうね
Yes, that's right.
その通り
Precisely.
18年前の事件
The
は
case from 18 years
3件の
ago
連続
involved
殺人
three
そして
murders. The victims all had one thing in
被害者には共通している
common. All of them were girls.
10代の女の
All
子
of
だ
them
った
were teenage girls.
ひどい事件よね
It's so terrible to think about.
18年
So
前の
the
事件
killer
の
from
犯人は
18 years ago was
今も
never
捕まって
caught.
いないそれと
And the information
紙
about the
袋
paper
の
bag was never made
当時
public.
となると
So only a
そ
handful
の
of
事
people
実を
know
知っ
about
ている
it.
可能性がある犯人
The killer, the families of the
当
victims,
時捜査に
police
当
who
た
were
った警察
investigating, and whoever found the
遺体を発見
bodies.
どうこれまでに
What
集
does
め
it
た
all
情
add
報
up
か
to?
ら何か気づ
I
いた
can't
ことがあ
add
る
like this. Do you have any thoughts? Do you have any thoughts based on the info you have so far?
そうだね
Well, I
今の
suppose
段階で言え
what
ば
I can say at this stage is it's definitely not this one. The thing is, we don't know, but we could say that something seemed off about Detective What's-His-Face. Dice. But is that really what they're trying to get me to say? Something seemed off about... Something's bugging me about Detective Kamihara. No, don't bonk me, Kelsey. You're precious.
うーんそうなの
Really?
なんとなく
I mean, it's just a feeling.
今日の調査で分かった
Sounds
こ
like
とは
that's a wrap on
それ
our
ぐらいだね
investigation for the day. I wonder if did I screw that up? I wonder.
お互い
Feels
助
like
け合いま
comparing
しょう
notes
ね
really helped. We're working together well. You and I can work well together. Oh, that was so
期
dumb.
待しているよ二人とも
I'm counting on both of you.
では
Alright, let's split up and continue the investigation tomorrow.
私は佐々木くん
I'll
が
head
通
to
って
Ice
いた
Cave's
中
middle
学
school
校
and
へ
see
情
what I
報
can
収
learn.
集。
僕は引き続き
I think I'll see what else I can get from the police.
頼んだよ
Excellent. Good luck out there. If I had said I don't know who killed the guy, I wonder if this would have been the same end. Or if it would have yelled at me like, "No, you do know." Thanks for taking the time to meet, Inspector Kamada.
おお、
Oh,
君か。
Hedgehog. Sorry I wasn't available yesterday when you stopped by. It's alright, you're incredibly busy, but if you have a few minutes now...
もちろんじゃ。
Yes, of course, you can ask me
何
anything,
でも
but let's
聞い
head
てくれ
back
て
to
構わんぞ。
let's head to the back
こ
rooms
こじゃ
first.
な
I hear they're really popular with the young kids now. Sounds good.
いかがですか
So what's the latest on the investigation? Any more info on the victim? Well,
残念ながら
I'm afraid we don't have that much new info, but forensics is still taking a look at that paper bag.
その紙
I
袋
heard that the paper bag itself seemed like it might have been old. Is that true? I really can't say until we get the results, but
どれくらい
we'll know soon enough.
今回のや
This is just a difficult case.
いつ頃のものな
Waiting
の
on
か
the
は
results from
結果
forensics
待
about
ちじ
how
ゃ。
old the paper bag is. So then, what's the point?
あの紙
So
袋
they still don't know how old that paper bag is. Find out why they didn't tell anyone about it for 18 years.
18年
I
前の
understand that you kept the paper bag a secret in the previous case. Is that right?
おう
That's right. I was in charge of the investigation, and it was my call. I see.
当時
And we had a good reason. It was a big scandal anyway, but if all the bizarre details had leaked,
下手に世
well,
間を
just
刺
seemed
激しすぎ
best
て
not to rile folks
捜
up
査に
about the
支障が
detail.
生じないよ
Could
う
have
に
slowed the
曖昧な
investigation.
表
Or
現
could have
に
slowed down our
とどめない
investigation.
世間を知
Trying not to rile folks up. Why is that?
捜査に
Like
支
I said,
障
we
が
kept
生
details
じな
secret.
いよう
Don't need
曖
people
昧な
freaking out and
表現
slowing
に
down
と
the
どめ
investigation.
鎌田警部から話を聞こう
君にも見せたじゃろ
I showed you the photo of the victim with the paper bag, right?
あんなもん
If that had gone out to the public, there's a chance someone would try to copy it.
絶対
Well, obviously somebody did copy it.
とはいえ
My understanding is that we never caught the killer who committed those crimes 18 years ago. Is that right?
恥ずかしい
Yeah, still haunts me to this day.
恥ずかしい
Well, since the cat's out of the bag, let me share a few other shameful secrets with you.
18年前に
Please, go on.
3件の
Well, in
連続
addition
殺
to
人
the
事
three
件の
tragic
不正を
unsolved
許して
murders,
もう
mind
一
you,
人の
we
犠
worked
牲者も出し
we
ては
worked
な
that
ら
case
んと
hard.
懸命に
I
捜査
didn't
を
steal.
続けたん
I
だ
didn't want to see any more lives lost on my watch.
実はこの
Something else slipped through our fingers. Oh?
ある
Yeah, we had a missing person, a young boy. Interesting.
クゼ
His name was
その少年
Makoto Kuze. Hmm.
クゼ
Kuze, you said.
クゼ
Makoto Kuze. So you're saying
そのまさ
yes,
か
it's exactly what you think. He's Detective Kuze's older brother, 6 years older. He was just 14 years old when he just disappeared.
彼もまた
I personally suspect that he was murdered by the same person.
わしら警察はそれも
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. That just snuck up on me. It was a tremendous blow to my team. Fortunately, we never did find another victim in a paper bag like that until now. Unfortunately, we never found poor Makoto either. To this day, he's considered a missing person. But I think it's possible, even likely, there's a connection. Interesting. What I have liked about these games so far is that like, all the pieces that you learn don't spoil the ending. Like, you're still trying to put them together basically right up until the very end. So I do like that these little pieces of information don't, like, go like, oh, well, clearly it's just that, you know, Makoto's the killer or whatever. Like, it's not immediately obvious. And I like that. Certainly strange. For some reason, after the disappearance of Makoto Kuze, the serial murders of young girls stopped. So he stopped them. Maybe. I'm not sure why, but fortunately we haven't seen that sort of crime since then. On the record, there's been no murder victims like this since Makoto Kuze went missing. There's another thing I should mention. We had a suspect at the time, but he disappeared shortly after the first murder. Right after the first murder? Yeah, so there were 2 disappearances back then surrounding our case. Why didn't I say 2 earlier? Fuck you, that's why. I feel like everything's connected, but we still have a few missing pieces, you know? Do you have any more info about the man who went missing? I suppose so. Turns out that he knew the first victim from the serial girl murder case. They had apparently been meeting up frequently. Anyhow, the same day the body of the first victim was found, we found a disturbing amount of blood in the man's apartment. Oh. We thought that perhaps the man was injured in some kind of altercation relating to the murder. It's also possible that he himself is the killer. But he's still missing along with the truth. I'm afraid we weren't able to establish a connection between him and the series of murders. The man's whereabouts and connection to the case both remain unknown. 2 missing people involved in the case 18 years ago. One was a man who apparently knew the victim. They found the blood in his apartment after he disappeared. And the other was Detective Kuze's brother. Makoto Kuze has been missing this whole time. I wonder if Inspector Kamada ever met Detective Kuze as a child. I've known Detective Kuze since she was a kid, but I don't think she remembers me much from those years. She sure has grown up, though. She's tough and sharp as a tack. Great detective. It's just, she's kind of an asshole. Just what? I think Kuze is working a bit too hard. Feels like she's tense all the time, always pushing. My back can't handle all the pushing. It's gotta be tough. Her brother got missing from a young age. Must be weighing on her. But what do I know? I'm no shrink. I'm quite large. Kuze is already on the Sasaki case, as you know. She's the best we've got. Reliable and always gives her all. Is it possible that Aisuke was killed by the same person who killed the others 18 years ago? Well, we can't rule it out, but we should also consider the possibility of a copycat. However, since certain details about the crime were never made public, a copycat is pretty unlikely. Then there's the matter of the victims. Why target girls and then a boy now? And there's one more critical difference. Do you know what that is? Victims were killed in a different manner. That's right, you seem to have a pretty good handle on this case already. As you said, the serial murders were committed barehanded while Aisuke was strangled with a cord. Of course, the killer could deviate from his MO in the heat of the moment. We can't rule that out. If we're chasing the same perp, he's now 18 years older than he was. Maybe his methods changed over time. I see. So the paper bag might be the only common factor. It all seems like it's coming back to that smiling man urban legend. And to think of it, has Inspector Kamada ever heard of the smiling man? By the way, are you familiar with the urban legend known as the smiling man?
Emio?
The smiling man? No, what the hell is that?
微笑みの笑み
Well,
に
it relates to paper
男が
bags, to the paper bags you found on these victims. Paper bags with smiley faces drawn on them.
泣いている女の子
A
の前
man
に
with such a bang on his head would appear in front of a crying girl and threaten to give her a smile forever.
殺された被害
The
者が
victims are said to be found in the same type of paper bag with a crude smiley face drawn on.
なんと
Are you serious? That's a real urban legend? The smiley man thing, it sure does seem like those murders could have been the inspiration behind it.
でも
You said that information about the paper bags was never made public, right?
さや
That's right. It would have been irresponsible.
しかし
But you know, there are a lot of people at the crime scene. The paper bag thing could have been leaked.
笑顔どこかで
I wouldn't rule out a connection.
あるいはこの都
It
市
could
伝
even
説
be the
のもし
reverse,
さ
that the killer was copying the legend.
うーん
This whole thing is such a mess.
うっともう
Oh, it's getting late. I should get back to the investigation.
そろそろ
Should probably excuse myself as well.
昨日はあまり
Let's head to the scene of the crime so I can take a look at the spot where the body was
何
found.
か
First, is there anything I forgot to ask?
今回の山には
There's just something about this case, though. She's heavily invested.
18年前
I
の
have to
事
wonder
件
if there's a
とのつながり
connection
は
to the cold case from 18 years ago.
僕そろそろ
I think I'll be on my way now, unless there's anything else you can share with
何
me.
話
そう
Let's see. Now that you mention it, you did speak with Kamihara extensively yesterday, didn't you?
え
Yes, that's right. He was awful.
いつも以上に
I know Detective Kuze is taking this case personally.
彼女の相棒の上原
Well,
君は
might be putting a lot of pressure on him as our partner. What do you think about Kamihara? Odd duck, isn't he? More like odd dick. He's kind of a dick. To say the least.
しかしああ見え
But
て
you know, he gets results. Kamihara is a pretty good detective after all.
頭も切れる
He's
し
smart and he's got good instincts.
ただし
Terrible shot.
射
though.
撃の
What do you mean terrible shot? He has a gun?
君も見た
You
じゃ
must
ろ
have seen
うが
how he gets on with Detective Kuze, as in,
怒られた
not well. Yeah, she ripped into him again yesterday while I was here.
じゃが
But at the end of the day,
正反
they may
対な
seem like
者同士
opposites,
に
but
見え
they're
て
quite the duo.
上原君
Yeah,
は
believe it or not,
先輩の
Kamihara looks up to
小僧
Kuze like
から
a
慕っ
mentor.
とるいつも
Meanwhile,
追い詰め
Kuze
て
is
る
wound
君は
up tighter than a
その
coil.
上原
He
君
needs that
に
loose
随
energy
分
that
救われ
Kamihara
とる
brings.
ああ見えて
Since the two of them started working, Detective Kuze was really mellowed out. Credit where it's due, I think that's Kamihara's influence. Cool, thanks.
鎌田警部
Thank you so
今日
much
ありがとうございました
for your time,
Mm,
Inspector Kamada. I should be on my way now.
おうま
Sure
た
thing.
何
If
か
you
あ
need
れ
anything
ば
else, just stop by.
はい
I will, thank you.
そういえば
By the way, how old are you now, Hedgehog?
僕で
I'm
すか
19, sir.
ということは
So you wouldn't have heard about those previous murders at the time they were committed?
はい
No, sir.
な
Just
の
trying
で
to learn
今
everything I
情
can
報を
now.
集めている
Yes, Kelsey.
初めて触れるからこそ気づけることもある
Where's my food? I don't know. How am I supposed to know? I don't have your food. You should go get it though. It's good. You need to immerse yourself to try to understand.
その
I'm glad to hear you're approaching this
調査に
investigation
取
with
り
the
組ん
right
でほ
attitude.
しい君のような
What do you mean by
新しい存在
food?
が
What
事件
food
解決の
did
鍵にな
you
ると思って
get?
おるんじゃよ
Are you expecting? And I'm hopeful that you'll bring an outsider's perspective into it. Might be the key to our solve.
わかりました
Yes, sir. I'll do my best. Good. I'm counting on you.
はい
Kelsey, Kelsey, it's Raven.
ところで今からはどこ
Where
へ
are you
向か
headed
うんじゃ
next, by the way?
あ
Well, I was wondering if I could take another look at the crime scene. Do you mind?
いや
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Star Fox.
嘘じゃ
God,
よ
just pull at your leg, rookie. Part of Mitsuki Detective Agency, so you got full access. Oh, thank you.
まだ封
Some
鎖の跡
locations
が
may
残
be
ってる
taped
やも
off,
し
but
れ
you
ん
can
が
ignore that. Go ahead and investigate.
ただし
Be sure to look as suspicious as possible. Yes?
クゼ君には
Don't
内
tell
緒
Kuze. Raven, I notice you. You have been noticed. Thank you for
この奥に
being
佐
there
々
to
木祐介の遺
notice.
体が発見されたポン
Here's the
プ
pump
場がある
station
の
where
か
Isuke Sasaki's body was
鎌
found.
田警部の許可も
I've
もら
got
っ
the
たし
green light from Inspector
入
Kamada.
ってみよう
Time to check it out.
ポンプ場だ
The body was found around
佐々
here.
木朝早くに
An
通り
early
かかった
morning
人が
passerby saw him lying strangely on the ground and called the police.
相当驚い
Sure,
た
that was a
だろう
terrible
な
shock.
きっとでも
Why would
発
anyone
見
have
者がな
passed
ぜ
by
こ
here?
こを通りか
That's a good question.
寂しい場所だな
It's a lonely place.
佐々木くんの遺体は
Keisuke's body was found
こ
in
のフ
front
ェン
of
ス
this
のない
fence.
こんな寂しい場
A
所で
lonely place. I can't help but
奇
imagine
妙な紙袋を
him
か
with
ぶせら
that
れた
terrible
姿で
paper bag on his head.
注意書きが貼
There
ら
are
れ
warning signs here, one from the police and one from the water department.
何年前か
How
らあ
long
る
has
施
this
設
facility been here?
茂みに変わった
Bushes
見
seem
つけられ
normal.
ていた
No signs of trampling or anything knocked over. Also, apologies if you hear some random, like, wind noises. It is really windy here today. So, can you make me stop playing Valheim and bring me to bed? Aw. Alright, Raven. Raven, it is time for you to stop playing Valheim, and you need to go to bed. And I, if you need, I will carry you, but you need to go to bed. Stop farting, Air. I mean, what else would I be farting? but it's not me.
ここはたまたま
Is this
通
the
り
kind
か
of
かるよ
place
うな
someone
場所
would
な
just
んだ
pass by? Well, no, but like,
聞く相手がいい人の気配人がたまたま通り調べられそうなところは
yeah, I mean, it looks at the bush. I mean, I can look at the other bush, but I don't think.
手がかりになりそう
Yeah. But just 5 more minutes? No. No, if you... 5 more minutes isn't enough to make it easy to get off. Like you're gonna still want to play no matter what, so you just need to stop right now and get to bed. Ah, pump station.
この中ってどこ
What's going on here? I'm strangely intrigued. Okay, let's have a look around back. That's what it wanted. I didn't see anything out of place from the back of the pumping station, but there's a path leading up to the backside of the facility. I stopped. Good, good. Now I will bring you to bed by yay. Well, good. I'm glad. This isn't a dead end after all. Wonder if the person who found the body came through here as some kind of shortcut. Don't see anything else of interest. Still, it's pretty spooky. Almost feel like the spawning man is watching me from the shadows. Those are the shadows.
体何者がここで
Who could have come here and done such a
Sasaki
terrible
Sasaki.
thing to Aisuke Sasaki? Yeah, who would have done it? That's the question.
ここにはもう手がバスに乗って駅
Let's
まで
take the bus back to the office. I'm not really sure that that trip to the pump station really did anything.
次にバスが来るのは
The next bus is arriving in an hour?
参ったな
Oh no.
駅まで歩いた方
It'd
が
be faster to walk back. Or get abducted.
よう探偵くん、お
Oh.
仕事ご苦労様です。
Hey yo, boy detective. Looks like you're working hard on our case. Thanks.
上原刑事
Oh, Detective
お疲れ様
Kamihara.
です
I should actually be thanking you. Oh, please. Anyway, what's up? Notice anything new? You found something different, maybe thanks to your private investigator mindset. Please let me know.
いえ
I'm afraid I didn't find much.
そっか。
Well, if you,
また何かあったら
well,
教
let
えて
me
よ
know if you do find something or if I can help in any way.
刑事だ
He's supposed to be the one of, isn't he supposed to be the one of, isn't he supposed to be one of the primary investigators?
僕は今から署
I'm
に
on my way back to the station, but, but,
ね
yeah. Good night, Raven. Yeah, you go to bed, you sleep well. I appreciate you, you're precious, I'm glad to see you again. I hope to see you in the future. You're precious, have a good one, good night. Sleep tight.
捜査の方は
How's the
順調なんです
investigation
か
going on your side?
いやーなかな
Ugh,
か
I
進まな
think
くて
I'm
さ
kind of stalled out. Don't worry about me, boy detective. Anyway, if I find anything, I'll share info with... Oh, never mind. Huh?
えっ
Haven't you heard of confidentiality? I can't actually share any more
って
info
い
with
うのが
Now he sounds like he knows what he's talking about.
何か
You noticed anything new around here?
すご
Why is he staring at me so intensely?
探偵くん
Well, boy detective. Yes?
髪切っ
You got a haircut, didn't you? Well, I didn't, but
たあれ違った
dang it.
か
Usually that's what people are looking for when they ask if you've noticed something new. Oh boy. This guy.
捜査
It's like he's returning from an investigation.
気づいたことってい
Since you
う
asked me about noticing things, there is something I'm hoping you'll notice. Did he cut his hair? Looks exactly the same. That he's in a car with Kuze?
久世刑事
Detective Kuze!
上原刑事
It's
の
just
車
Detective Kamihara's car.
Yes,
Is it an official police vehicle? You gonna sleep? Have a good night, Kelsey. Thank you for coming by. You're precious and awesome.
捜査
It's like he's returning from an investigation. Is this tie?
捜査の会
What do you mean? You were saying goodnight. You were saying you were going to sleep.
なんだこれ様子
Awesome.
Mm. 昨日より様子がおかしい
Being even stranger than he was yet. Yeah.
昨日より
何何
What is it? You're being weird.
今日もいい天
Another beautiful day. Also, are there really overhead power lines like this? I thought that was like an American thing. I thought, like, other countries were smart enough not to do
目
that.
の前には畑が広く
It's peaceful out here today. I said new, like in Nivgana. I'm not sure what you mean.
上原家様子がおかしいのはいつ
I
も
wonder if he's always been this way.
ところ
Are
で
you waiting for a
今は
bus?
何時
You know they don't come by very
はい
Never.
時刻表を見てみ
I-
これは駅まで歩いた方が早いかなと考えて
You should sleep though. It's actually just thinking how it'd be faster to walk back to the office.
よせよせ
Nah, you don't want to do that. You get all sweaty. Not a good look.
そう
Yeah, you're probably
できれ
right.
ば乗せてやり
I'd
たい
give you a
んだ
ride
け
if I could.
ね
But yeah.
昨日より様子が
Ah, I see.
ほど
神そろそろ行くよ
Callie, we've gotta go. Well, bye.
ごめん
Sorry, I'm getting called away.
バス
Bus doesn't come by very often, does it? What is it? What?
すごく
Apologizing with his eyes.
すごくも僕に声をかけた
He approached me, but it seems like something is going on.
上原刑事困っ
Guess I shouldn't hold him up any longer.
バス
I
を
think I'll
待
just
つこと
wait
に
for the
しま
bus,
す
but thanks for your concern. Gotcha. Well, then we'll take care of this. Then see ya. This is a very weird interaction with this guy. Not sure I trust it.
結局バスが来るのを待つほかないか
How should I pass the time?
バスを待っているのは僕一人
Kinda lonely.
1時間に1本の上
One bus
最終
per
バス
hour
の
and
時
they
間も
stop
早い
running
んだな
pretty early.
ここで座っても
Sit tight and wait. Oh, maybe yeah, give someone a call.
バ
Huh?
ッテリーが残りわずか
Battery seems pretty
そういえば
low. Now that I think about it, I don't remember charging the phone last night.
いざという時のために
Maybe I'll just wait until it's an
あゆ
emergency.
みちゃんに相談しよう
Should
と
have
思っ
listened
た
to
のに
Ayumi about this. Well, that sucks. You can't use your phone? What am I supposed to
聞く
do?
相手乗せてくれたって
Can't you just
な
come
んで
pick me
本
up?
人の前じゃって
If I ever say that to her for real.
上原刑事
Detective Kakahara, please come back.
なんちゃって
Just kidding.
聞く相手がいバスを待っているのは僕いざという時の
Okay. Clearly there's something I need to click on. Please don't tell me this is one of those puzzles where it's like, no, you actually do just have to sit here for an hour.
ここで座ここで座特に気になる1時間
Oh, maybe it wants me to open up the notebook so it can imply that I've been like studying up on this. His shooting skills are the worst. Okay, so thinking doesn't yield anything. I can't use my phone. I've looked at everything that's interactable as far as I can tell. Yeah, that's basically everything, right? It's nothing out of the ordinary.
聞く合い
There's no one to talk to.
呼ぶそうだタクシーを呼べばいいんだ
Okay,
一番読んで
there we
番
go.
号を調べればいいんじゃ
Oh,
な
I
いか
can call a cab. I'll just dial 104 to get to the operator to connect me.
冴えてるな僕ったら
So smart for the ages. Cell phones are
先生
amazing.
ありがとうご
Thank
ざい
you,
ます
Mr. Utsugi. But the battery.
いざという時のためにいざ
No.
という時
No. Oh, did I just screw my... No. They wouldn't. They wouldn't. They wouldn't.
バスは待っているのいざという時の上原刑事は行っちゃった
Detective Kamihara is gone.
も
It was good to hear all that backstory about him from Inspector Kamada.
う変わった男じ
I
ゃ
know
よ
you can seem careless, but he's actually a fine detective. He's a smart and got good instincts. Terrible shot,
や
though.
つはしょっ
You
ち
must
ゅう
have
クセ君
seen
に
how
怒られ
he
た
gets
ら
on with Detective Kuze, as in not well. But at the end of the day, they may seem like opposites, but they're quite the duo.
いつも張り
Kuze
詰め
is one tighter than a coil.
そ
She
の
needs that loose energy that Kamihara brings.
上原君とコ
Since
ン
the
ビ
two
に
of
な
them
って
started working together,
周囲への
Detective
当
Kuze
たり
has
が
really
ソフトにな
mellowed out.
あそこまで言うってこと
He's sharing that about Kuze.
鎌田警部も
Maybe she's just on hard as him as she is on Detective Kamihara.
なんて考えてみたけ
Still
ど
thinking, but hardly any time has passed. So then, can I use the phone to
いざ
call
と
the
いう時
cab?
の
I should have. I was a
1時間に
fool.
1本の上
I should have just been like, oh yeah, I'll use it.
こんな時間に
So it might be
流しのタクシ
hard
ー
to
なんて
find
ね
a taxi. So then
い
use
ざ
the
という時の
phone
ためにも
to get a taxi.
困ったなバスを待つしかないのか
Can't. What do you mean you can't even use your phone?
僕は
Unless
こんなことじゃくじけない
there's gotta be another way to call a taxi. What, like stand out in the road with your thumb up? Like what is it asking?
僕ならでき
Can do this probably.
いざという時のよしタクシ
Okay,
ー
let's call a cab. Just use my mysterious powers.
まず目を閉じる
Close my eyes
そして
and
ひたすら念じ
summon a taxi
今まで
with my
も何度か成
mind.
功している
I mean, it's worked before. That one time when I wished we'd have another sunny day.
早速
Really, the sound of the car
つけ
approaching?
ます
I can feel it.
探偵パワー
I
で
can
す
feel
これ
it.
一層
Come on,
強く
universe.
感じる
Send a cab to the PI in need. How about that? Huh?
本当に来ちゃった
Did I really summon a taxi?
どうぞ
Hop in. You're heading to the
乗ってください
station, yeah? What?
ああ
Come on, hop in.
あ
Okay.
あ
Shadow needs to go back to school. No, you can't make me.
予約
You
者
sure
でしたよ
about
ね
this? Don't you have someone else to pick up or something? Huh?
あ
No,
な
I'm
た
here to
を
pick
迎えに
you.
来たんだ
Me? Really?
僕を迎えに来た
You're here to pick me up specifically?
国道
Yeah,
沿い
the
の
boss
バス
called
停
and
に
said I had a
少
fare
年
out
が待って
waiting
る
at this
から
bus stop. Hmm.
あなたが呼んだんじゃない
You're
んです
saying you didn't call me?
じゃあ
Guess someone else arranged it for you.
じゃあ
Hmm.
原刑
Could
事
have
が
been Detective Kamihara. Call your teacher, asking if you didn't cheat. I didn't.
小原刑事ありがと
Thank
う
you for calling the cab for me, Dice. It was really helpful.
ところでお客
Oh, hey.
はい
Yes, what is it?
お客さんを
Did you know the cops found a body not too
あ
far from where I picked you up?
え
Yeah,
hey.
I heard about that.
詳しくは知らな
I
いんで
heard
す
a
が
rumor that a kid was
一昨日
killed
の
somewhere
夜
else.
子
Here
供が
the other
殺さ
night.
れた
よくご存知ですね
Word travels fast.
仲間内じゃ
Yeah,
かなり
something
話題に
crazy
なっ
like
てます
that. You
から
know,
ね
people are gonna talk.
なんでも
Guess the
中
kid was
学
in middle
生
school.
の男かわいそうにね
Poor guy.
そうですね
Yeah.
あんな
Well,
何
the thing
にも
for
な
a
い
kid
と
to
こ
get killed in a
で
place like that, huh?
人が寄りつかない
I
よう
mean,
な
maybe the killer
場所だ
figured
か
they
ら
could
こ
count
そ
on the place to be deserted, you know?
で
So what were you doing there anyway? Are you some kind of police detective or something?
ね
Not
いや
exactly.
僕は
I'm,
その
how can I put it?
なわけない
Come
で
on,
すよ
son, you look like you're in high school, aren't you?
な
Hey, I'm 19.
私あの辺りは仕事
I
で
drive
よく
past
通る
all
ん
the
ですけ
time for
ど
work, but I've never picked
そこで
anyone
人
up
を
from
乗せ
there.
だから
I gotta ask, what were you up to?
ちょっと
Just had some business to attend to.
あんまり
I see.
詮索しちゃ
Sorry, I
ダ
didn't
メ
mean to pry.
あの道をよくと
Often drives by this area for work. What work?
運
You
転手さんは
said
I
you
know
drive
that
through
you
this area often.
ええ
Yeah, I do. I was actually out here out here the night before last, probably around 10 p.m. Oh. Do tell.
現場横の国道
I
を
haven't ruled
車で
out
通り
that
かかった
someone's
人が
driving.
何
I've seen
かを見
something.
か
It's
け
right next to the road. Maybe the driver saw something.
一昨日の夜
Did you see anything noteworthy when you drove through this area the other night?
何か
Anything noteworthy?
ええ
Well,
どんな
yes.
ことでもいいです
Yes, anything could help.
何かあった
Let me think.
そうなん
Let's see.
かあったっ
Maybe
け
there
な
was something. Oh, right. I almost forgot. What? What is it?
見たん
I
です
saw
よ
a motorcycle parked there the other night.
オートバイ
A motorcycle, huh?
間違いあ
I'm
りませ
positive.
ん
I saw a motorcycle parked over there the other night, around 10 p.m., I'm sure
オー
of
ト
it.
バイ
Oh,
かなり
yeah, it was a nice looking bike.
まあ
But, I'm guessing the rider was just, you know, making a pit stop.
あれとは
A pit stop? Why there?
おしっこ
Bathroom break, kid. You ever see the bike on the side of the road? The rider's probably taking a
バ
piss.
イクが止めて
運転手さん
He's pretty confident about this interpretation.
タッチション
I
の
say it
た
all
め
the
に止
time.
めた
Nothing to say except I'm dang sure the driver was stopped there to pee.
タッチションのとりあえず
I definitely didn't see any kids out there, out here.
オートバイ
No,
が
there's motorcycles.
事件当日
There was a motorcycle parked at the crime scene around 10 p.m. on the night of the murder.
ちょっと気になるな
Concerning, to say the least. And if the killer was riding a motorcycle,
佐々木君を
then
別
they
の
must
場所
have
で
killed
殺害
Daisuke
し
there.
現場まで
Can't
運ぶ
imagine
の
transporting a body on a motorcycle. I mean, it's not like he's a middle schooler or anything, and like his body would probably be light enough to carry on a motorcycle. I mean,
やはり佐々木君はポンプ場で殺害さ
I
れ
think
た
it's
と
most
考
likely
え
that
る
Daisuke
の
was
が
killed
自然
at the pump station,
オー
but
トバイの持ち
that was a
主
motorcycle parked there. Yeah, I mean, they must have seen
亡くなっている佐々木
Daisuke, but no, it
あ
can't
の
be.
辺りは夜は
Pretty
真っ
dark
暗
out
に
there,
なる
so
そうだし
motorcyclists were just passing
あんな
by.
亡くなったと
This
こ
is
ろで
unlikely.
横たわ
No,
る
this
佐々木君に
Daisuke
気づい
laying
た
that far back from the road.
それに第
Plus,
一
wasn't it
早朝
called
に
in
そこを通りかかった
wasn't
人
the person who called in the murder there in the early morning? Yeah, maybe the driver was right after all.
運転手さん
Hmm.
あの
Hey, so I gotta ask, why does it feel like I'm being interviewed by a detective? Yeah, well, because you
高
are.
校生
I
な
mean,
の
you're in
に
high school, right?
実は僕
Well, I'm
探偵クラブ
actually in a sort of
っていう
detective
街で起きた
club.
不思議な出来事をみん
You
な
know,
で
from
調べ
like the Famicom days. I like to investigate anything strange that happens in town.
探偵だっていうことを言いそびれて
I just tell him I'm a PI. Oh well. Hey, that sounds kind of fun. Yeah, it's all fun and games. Especially when I ask about murders.
一昨日の夜のこと
Didn't happen to see Anything else the night before last, did you?
そうですね。
No, I don't think
そ
so.
の代わり
Suppose
って
it's
わ
not
け
what
じ
you're
ゃない
looking for, but
私
I do have a story if you want to hear it. Yeah. Why not? What else are we doing?
どうぞ。
Let's hear.
今
Well,
日
you know how I told
会社から
you?
連絡があって
You know how I told you that I got a call about a fair out at the bus stop?
あそこで
When they
少
said there
年
was a
が
young
待
man
ってる
out there waiting for me, I got nervous. What?
タクシ
You
ー
see, you'd be surprised how often we get calls from
乗せちゃう
calls from who?
この世の
I don't know, like
ものじゃ
phantom
ない
calls from
もの
another world. You show up and no one's there. It's creepy. How do you know that's from another world? What if you just said like it's a prank or like people changed their mind?
あの
Ah,
場所って男の子が殺され
you
た
were
場所
hanging
でし
out
ょ
near where that boy was murdered,
あ
right?
なたを
So
迎
yeah,
え
if
に
I'd
行く
gotten
の
the
が
call to pick
夜
you
だ
up
っ
at
たと
night,
したら
I might have just
理
faked
由
being
をつけ
sick or
て
something.
プロ失格
No,
で
it's
す
kind of
ね
unprofessional. Ah,
あなたが好きそうな
I
話か
thought
と
you
思っ
might
た
want
ん
to
で
know.
すよ
Sorry if I wasted your
さ
time.
あそろそろ
Alright,
駅で
let's
す
get you
よ
to where you're going. And it turns into a racing game. Yo, I'm going to Ushio's house. You wanna come? Anna! It's so good to see you! And Precious Bean. He's got Basilisk Quest 4. Yeah, I mean Dragon Quest, Basilisk Quest. That makes sense. Heck yeah! Let's slay some basilisks! Oh, hi, good morning. How are you? It's so good to see you. Nami Daisen Junior High School. Middle school boys are so middle school boys are so energetic. I'm here to talk to kids at Minami Daisen Junior High, where Aisuke Sasaki was a student. Wait up! I'm coming too! Why are you leaving without me? Yeah, Kelsey is here too. What? So cute. Oh. What a creep. Excuse me, miss. Can I help you? What can Minami Daisen Junior High do for you? Hello. Oh, I missed you too, Anna. I want you to stay with me forever. Sorry, I'm just... Are you sure? Your friends left without you. Yeah, I'm okay. I should help people in need, right? I mean, that's what my mom says, and all my teachers. Is that so? Well, thank you. Not that I'm in need, necessarily. I'm also way too old for you, you weirdo. Okay, I'd like to ask you a few questions. Are you sure you're okay with it? Yeah, ask me anything. I'll never say no to a nice woman. That's what my dad says. Always says anyway. Anyway, I'm only in my first year here, but I know a lot. Ask away. First year? You seem like you've got it figured out. Like I said, I'll never say no to a nice woman. Gross. Do you know what happened to Aisuke Sasaki? Yeah, they told us yesterday at yesterday's morning assembly. I was shocked. He's actually dead, isn't he? Well, I heard he's a third year, and that's all I know. Sorry. It's okay. Thanks for talking to me. Now, get out of here, you creep, you weirdo. You're so cute, miss. Oh, come on, you're flattering me. No, you're super cute. Stay away from me. Friends just want went merrily on their way.
ショッキングなこと
Even though something terrible has happened, it pretty much feels like a normal day around here.
学校全
I
体
wonder
の
what
雰囲
the
気
mood of the school is overall.
あ
I'm sorry if this is hard to talk about, but... No, it's not that, it's just... Ow! I bit my tongue.
大丈夫
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. But it would help if you lick my tongue with your tongue. I need to take a shower. I woke up like 3 hours ago from rotting in bed. Oh, but you're leaving me, Anna. No, it's fine. Have a good shower. I want to shower too. Kelsey. Oh, so what did you want to ask? Have you noticed anything different or concerning at school since the incident with Eisuke Sasaki? I don't want to leave you, but you're leaving me. Yeah, no, that's fine. I understand. Don't go out alone at night and stay away from the pub. Stay away from the pump station. That's what the principal told us. I think everyone is leaving early today as well. Also, I have a few friends who commute to school on the bus that stops near the pump station. They said they were going to start riding their bikes instead. Oh, I love you too, Anna. Have a good shower.
帰る時も気をつけてね
I hope I'll see you again. I can see why. Be careful when you leave today. Oh, I will.
それから
And then, let's see. It's my first year here, so I don't know much about the school. Sorry. This kid seems like he's suddenly deflated. Hey, so...
どうしちゃったの
What's wrong?
僕
I...
物知りだって
So, I know I said I know a lot, but I don't actually know anything else. Anything about ice skating in school, really. My dad's always telling me not to lie, no matter who I'm talking to. I'm sorry, miss. Hey, you're being honest now. I appreciate it.
それから
Also, I did try to think of everything that I could about ice skating. The more I thought about it, the more scared I got. I started thinking about how even kids my age can die. What an idiot you are. I started worrying that I might suddenly die, you know, it's so scary.
私こそごめんなさい
Oh dear, I'm sorry that my questions brought up these kinds of feelings for you. I mean, sucks to suck, but like, I'm sorry. No, it's not your fault. Dude, what's taking so long? Hurry up! Yeah, hurry up if you're coming to Ushio's. We're the only ones who know where he lives. I mean, he is a motorcycle riding cop from the future. Oh, right. First one there gets the first run in Basilisk Quest. I don't really think that's the sort of game that has, like, runs. I think it's just you play through the story. Who's that any lady anyway? She was cute. Totally. Almost cute as Sayori. No way. Sayori's definitely cute. Shadow is helpless. Attack him. I'm not helpless. Excuse me. Bro, you've got a crush on Sayori. Big time. He's got it bad. Shut up. I'll fight you. I'll fight you. Oh, junior high kids. I just can't relate anymore. Maybe there are some other kids I can talk to. Oh, some girls are approaching. They don't look like first-year students. I should talk to them. Oh my god. Sorry, that snuck up on me. Can we talk for a minute? My name's Ayumi, and I'm the assistant at the Utsuki Detective Agency. You're a detective? This must be about
もしかして
Aisuke.
そう
That's right, I'm working on his case. If you don't mind, I have a few questions.
聞き込みってやつです
Whoa, you're like interviewing? Interrogating me or something? Sure, I'll tell you everything I know. Yeah, I hope this is
大丈夫か
okay.
な私とここにいる
My
友
friend
人
and I
は
were classmates with
佐々木君
Aisuke.
とクラスじゃあ3年生なんだ
Oh, if they were in the same class, they might have some promising information.
昨日の朝礼で
They announced that he died at the morning assembly yesterday. I couldn't believe my ears. Like, seriously, oh my god.
佐々木くんがどんな子か聞いても大丈
Can I ask
夫
what kind of person Aisuke was?
はい
Yeah, he was always really positive and he had lots of friends, both boys and girls.
成績も
He
いい
got good grades, he was kind.
どうして
I just can't believe what happened.
辛いこと聞いてごめんね
So sorry to ask questions about this. I'm sure it's painful to think about.
いえ
Well, it's
大丈夫です
okay. It's okay. I'm the class representative. I should be able to handle it.
3年生の
Everyone in his class is still talking about it all. We're all in shock.
でも
I guess the kids in the younger grades might not be as affected. I mean, it varies from kid to kid. Why Shadow not loving me? I do love you! What are you talking about, Kelsey? I do. That is a thing that is happening. Right? Oh my god. Come on, don't be sad. I know it's hard. It's hard right now. Lies, it's not lies. It isn't, actually.
それはそうと
Anyway,
私
I could tell from the moment I saw you that you were special in this.
っていうか
I mean, being a detective is so cool. Why are there boxes in your room? You remove? No, the boxes are because I'm rearranging my video game collection a little bit. So I needed ways to transport all my games. So they're in here. Well, some of them. I still have more to make, but sure. I mean, it's true. I don't know what to tell you. Being a detective is so cool. Oh, you think so? You agree, don't you?
そう
Yeah,
だ
I
ね
guess.
佐々木くんって
So, Aisuke was a bright, studious, and kind boy.
はいその通りです
Yeah, he was. Everyone liked him.
そんな佐々木くんの
Did you notice anything different or unusual about his behavior recently? Not in particular. He was acting normally, right?
はいいつも
Yeah,
通
he
りでした
was. Business as usual.
いつもの佐々
He
木
was acting like the usual Aisuke.
佐々木くんと特
Do
に
you think of
仲が良
anyone
かっ
else
た
who was
人に
particularly
心当
close with
たり
Aisuke?
あるそうですね
I mean, he got along with everyone. He treated everyone like an equal.
誰かな
Wonder who it could be.
誰だろう
You, tap... What do you mean, I tapped out? Am I not live? Did something happen? Doesn't seem like it on my end. Oh, that was your Wi-Fi. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, nothing is showing up on my end. Who could it be?
ごく普通の中学校だと思います
I think, I think this is a normal normal school. Nothing special. Oh, come to think of it,
何か思い出
do
し
you
た
remember something else?
隣のクラスの
Yeah, I'm
真ん中の
I'm thinking of Megumi from the class next door.
あ
Megumi.
ー佐々木くんの幼馴染の
Aisuke's good friend, right? They go way back.
お姉さんもしかすると
Miss,
森
I
本
bet
さ
she
んなら
knows
何か知
something.
っているか
Talk
もしれ
to
ません
Megumi Morimoto.
森本さんって
What's
どんな子
Megumi?
なん
What's
ですか
Megumi like?
同じ学級委員ではある
Well,
んで
we're
すが
both class representatives, but for different classes, so I don't know her very well. But she seems nice.
ね
Right? Yeah.
ここにはいませんね
She's not here. Then why did you tell me about her?
あまり知りません
I
が
don't know much about her, but she seems nice. I think the girl on the left must be the more talkative. To hear what the girl on the right has to say as well. Looks a little nervous. Oh wait, sorry, getting voices mixed up. How about you? Do you have anything you'd like to share? Me? You're here to help, Miss Detective. Come on, think. Go talk to Megami herself. Phew, I'm sharp as a tack today. Oh my god. Where is Megami anyway? I guess this is where the class representative comes in. My main is, I'll go get her. Oh, hang on. She sure is energetic, huh? Yeah, sometimes a bit too energetic. I worry. We have lots of fun together, so... It'll be alright if I ask you a few more questions. Okay. Sasuke was just like everyone says. Outgoing, friendly, could light up any roommate on his own. I think about the fact that I'll never get to sit in class with him. It's just so sad. The teachers are definitely also in shock. I don't know Megami that well. Hope to hear something from her. Except I just asked her every question I have available. Oh, but... Is that okay to say? Yes. Seems like she wants to say something. Actually, I heard a rumor about one of Aisuke's friends. What kind of rumor? Well, I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. I just thought I'd keep it quiet. But if it helps you somehow... Yes, any info you have could be helpful. I'd love to hear it. Oh, okay, so it's about a boy who is good friends with Aisuke. Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, we got some bad news. Megami isn't here today. Sorry, miss. I see. Well, thanks for going out of your way to look for her. If anyone knows anything, it'd be her. What were you talking about while I was gone? Oh, just that rumor about Aisuke's friend. That rumor. Not so loud. Yeah, that rumor seems super important. You never disappoint. Nice work. Huh? Okay. Probably not a big deal. Are you kidding? If I were a detective, I'd definitely want to hear the rumor. So then, fucking tell me. I have to ask, can you share this super important rumor with me? Well, aren't you supposed to be the detective? You should be able to figure out without me even saying anything, right? See, the thing is, I want to respond with, like, that's not how this works. So how in the world goes? But then, this does seem like it would draw out more information, you know? I don't have enough information to deduce anything, so I guess I don't know. That's what I thought. So here's the scoop. Aisuke was friends with a boy named Kenji. And Kenji didn't want to get in the robot. Like, oh my god. But they both kind of had a crush on Megami. At least that was the rumor. I think you mean Kohei, not Kenji. You're mixing up Evangelion.
もしかしてまた間違えた？
Kohei, wait, do I have it wrong? Yeah.
あちゃー。
Always
いつも
get
竹
Kenji
口
and
君の
Kohei
ことを
confused.
あの二人
Anyway,
な
those
ぜか似て
two
るから
do look alike.
お姉さんすみません。
I can confirm that his name is Kohei Takiguchi.
そうなの
I
ね。
see. Thank you very much.
あ、いけない。そろそろ
Oh
授業
no,
の
it's
時間。
almost time for cram school.
やば、そうだった。
Ah, you're right.
探偵のお姉さん、佐々木くんのためにも
Good luck with the
調査
investigation,
頑張ってくだ
Mr.
さい。
Detective. Solve it for Isuke.
忙しい
Thank
と
you.
ころ
I'll do
協
my
力
best.
して
I
くれて
appreciate you
どうもあり
taking
が
the
と
time
う。
to meet with me.
お役に立てたなら
Glad
嬉し
we
いで
could
す。
help.
頑張ってください。
Good luck.
おいお前たち
Hey
気をつけて
kids,
帰るんだ
be
ぞ
careful on the way home,
ポンプ
okay?
場には近
Don't
づ
go
いちゃ
anywhere
ダメだ
near
ぞ
the pump station
校長
on the
先生
principal's
が
orders.
しかしポンプ場は
Even
我
though
々
someone
の
wants
生
to go
活に
near it at
必要
some
なもの
point,
だ
we do need
ポ
the
ンプ
pump
場への
station,
感謝の
I
気持ち
suppose.
うわ、出た。バサッチだ。
Yeah, yeah, Basachi. See you later, Basachi.
バサッチ？
Basachi.
元気が良くて何よりだ
Glad you kids are
それな
safe.
ら怖い
Are
もの
well.
なしだなそうだ
Yeah,
ろ
nothing to be afraid of if we play it safe,
は
right?
い。福山先生。
Of course,
さよな
Mr.
ら
Fukuyama. See ya.
ちゃんと挨拶ができるのは偉いぞまた明日な
How wonderful to see you use my real name. See you all tomorrow.
福山。
Fukuyama.
それに
And
こ
his
の声。
voice is so familiar. Oh, this rings a bell. This is actually kind of ringing a bell. Tachibana? Tachibana.
もしかして福山先生。
Yes,
な
from
ぎなた部の。
the second game, I think. Oh gosh, my memories of both games are getting mixed up, but by any chance, are you the Fukuyama I know from Naginata Club?
そうとも
That's
同じ
me.
中学校
Oh, I can't believe you remember me from junior high. How fun.
やっぱり立花か
It was you,
立花だよな
Tachibana. You are Tachibana, right?
これは
Are
参
you
った
be
な
Tachibana? I'd never have imagined. Okay, maybe actually, I thought when you said like club, I thought it was like the nightclub from the second game. Actually, maybe we haven't met this person before.
久しぶりだな
It's been way too long, right? Good old Tachibana.
福山先輩変わって
Well,
ない
he
ね。
sure hasn't changed. He still gets way too close when he's talking to you. So, what are you doing here anyway?
はい。実
Well,
は
I'm actually an
私
assistant
探偵の助手
detective.
何
Is that right? Tachibana, the crime solver. That's great.
ついになぎなたが実践
Do
で
they
役
let
に
you
立つか
carry a
な
naginata, or can you like back
先
off?
輩こそどうして
Wait,
こ
what are
こに？
you doing here?
実は俺
I'm actually a
教師
teacher now. I've just been assigned to this
ここ
school.
に
そうだったんです。
Ah, I see.
佐々木のことで来たんだ
You must be here investigating
協力
Isuke
させてもらうよ立花
Sasuke's murder, right? Let me help you. No,
佐々木
back
英
the
介
hell
君の
off.
ことは
I'm so sorry to
本
hear
当
about
にお気の
Isuke.
毒です。
痛ましいことだ中学生
Okay, so I just read the caption section of my OBS, and when I'm trying to say Isuke, it read ice gay, and that is very funny. It's just such a tragedy. Junior high kid losing his life so young. It's beyond sad.
俺は犯人が憎い佐々木を返せってそいつに言ってやりたいよ
I'd like to tell a killer that I hate him straight to his face, and I want Isuke back.
我が南第三
I
中
think
学校
everyone
の
here at
誰しも
Minami Daisan Junior High School feels about the same.
さっきの生徒たちも協力して
Hopefully
く
the
れたん
kids you were talking to helped with the investigation some?
はい。
Yeah, they did. They gave me lots of info.
そうか
They're so brave to be dealing with the trauma and still able to help a detective.
そこまでじゃなかったかも。
They were doing alright though.
佐々木くんはみんなの
One
人
thing
気
they
者だ
emphasized
った
was how
って
popular Asuke
そう
was
話
with
してくれ
everyone.
ました。
そうか
Hmm.
佐々木くんのお友達のことも
I
聞
also
きま
heard
し
he
た
had about some of his good friends.
そうなんだ
I see.
森本めぐみさんのこととか。
Like Megami Morimoto. Oh.
あと、滝口くんという
And
生徒
also
の名前も出ました。
Kohei Takaguchi.
なるほ
I see.
他の生徒たち
Can I
のこ
ask
と
you
も
a few questions about them? No.
どそれはもちろん
Yes, of course, of course. Ask me anything.
ありがとうございます。
Great, thanks, Fukuyama.
すまない立花
Sorry, Tachibana.
何でも聞いて
I
くれ
know
と
I said you could ask me anything,
事件に
but
ついて
I don't really know anything about the case.
今
Afraid I may
立花
not
に
be
話してやれる
much
人
help.
俺は
Besides,
佐々木の他人
it
じゃない
wasn't Isuke's homeroom teachers. I actually didn't know him very well.
佐々木が他のクラスだ
Even
と
though
して
Isuke wasn't in my class, he was one of our precious, irreplaceable students.
事件解決
So
の
please, let me know if there's anything
What do you think?
well, you could answer my friggin' questions when I have them.
学校
Kids do a lot of learning here, that's for sure.
ここで彼
By the time they leave, they hopefully understand what it takes to be an upstanding citizen in the world.
学校では
Of course, the other thing about school,
我々教師た
we
ち
teachers learn a lot from our students.
俺はいつも
Students are always important, or are always reminding me about what's important in life.
つまり学校とは
Everyone grows at school, you see? That's how I spend my days, Tachibana. And you obviously didn't grow at all, because you're still kind of a creep. Do you know a student named Megumi Morimoto? Megumi Morimoto? Is that what you said? Yes, some of the kids said she was good friends with Isuke.
そうだったの
Oh, I didn't know that. That's sus.
森本
So,
は
yes, Megumi is a student in my class. She's our class representative.
独特な髪型するの
You
ね
struggle with her name there?
そういえば彼女昨日から
Come to think of it, she's absent today. I'm sure this has all been traumatizing for her. Yes, I'm sure that's it. I can't imagine. Well, I can, so maybe you should
佐々木の事件はかな
maybe
り
you
ショ
should
ックだ
rethink things.
そう
This whole thing with Isuke really traumatized you. This is definitely.
竹口くん
Do you know a student named Kohei?
滝口
Kohei.
あ
Oh,
あ
Kohei
滝口
Takiguchi?
彼も俺のクラスの生徒だ
Yes, he's in my class.
その子も佐々木く
I
んと
heard
仲
that
が
he
良
was
かった
also.
と聞きまし
I
た
heard that he was also good friends with Isuke.
そうだったのか
Oh, I didn't realize that. Kohei is a very
おとなしく
quiet, serious
彼
student.
もひどく
He
心
must
を
be
痛めてい
heartbroken.
る
I'm sure he could use some emotional support right now. Like, in, you know,
教師としての自分の無力
Never
さ
mind.
を痛感させられたよ
you know, I was thinking of something like a, you know, it's just not, it's, never mind. This whole incident has made me realize I'm helpless to protect these kids, even as a teacher.
立花
So, Tachibana.
はい
Yes?
俺は生徒を
I'm
守
just
る
as helpless I'm just a helpless teacher who can't even protect my students. But if I had the opportunity to save one of them from something
大
tragic,
切な生徒を
like
守
what
る
happened to
この
Isuke,
命すら
I'd gladly give my own life.
福山先輩って
His heart's in the right place.
OD の頃
I
から
think being a
面倒見
teacher
が
is a
良か
good
ったから
fit for him.
無念だ
It's a shame.
自分のクラスの生徒じゃないから
Okay.
学校とは
Sometimes at school the students. Yeah. Okay, we learned that.
佐々木の事件はかなりショックそうか佐
I
々木
didn't
と仲
realize he was good friends with Isuke. Okay, but
福山先生
so Fukuyama became a teacher. That makes sense.
教育
He
熱心
seems
な
dedicated and
教師
enthusiastic about it. But still,
森本めぐみ
I
さん
help
の
but
ことを聞
wonder
いた時の
about
反
his
応
reaction when I brought up Megumi Morimoto.
Oh,
Yeah,
Morimoto.
Megumi Morimoto is.
おっと
Oh
すま
no!
ない立花
I'm sorry, Tachibana. We have a staff meeting right now and I'm running late. I should go.
ありがとうございました
It's
福
okay.
山先
Thanks for
輩
all your help, Fukuyama.
いやいや当
It's
然
the
の
least
こと
I
だ
could do. I wish I could help
と言
more.
っても
とんでもないです
Well, the information you've
貴重な
provided has
話
been
を
helpful.
ただ警
But this
察の捜査は
investigation is only getting started.
私はそ
I'm
の
gonna be seeing it through.
先輩にい
So
ろいろと協
hoping
力
you'll
して
continue
い
to
ただ
cooperate
けれ
with
ば
the investigation.
事件の
Help
捜
us
査
solve
解
the case
決に
quick.
つながお願いできそうでし
Can
ょ
I
う
count
か
on your continued support?
そうだな
Yes, yes,
So
of course,
sorry,
Tachibana. I'm happy to help.
喜んで協力させて
Still
も
don't
ら
have
う
my
よ
food. Where's my food? I don't know. What do you? I don't know anything about your
あ
food.
りがとうございます先輩
But I will hydrate, since that's what you asked. Thank you. I'm pretty low on water, so if I get another one, I might have to take a small break. You said you'll give me food. I mean, I'll give you food if I'm there, like, with you, but I can't give you food over the internet. That's not how it works. And like I just reach through the screen and then like, there you go. Talking to some of the kids, I wonder if that's what I was like as a junior high student. Seems like Fukuyama's struggling to cope with what happened, but I'm sure he'll be okay. Probably head back to the office soon. I wonder if Shadow's there yet. Send Borgor. There you go. Hey, Tachibana, I should get your contact info. If I hear anything from the students, I can share it with you. What happened to the staff meeting? I'll let you know the moment I have any news, or would it be a bother? No, not at all. Here's my cell phone number. Thank you, Tachibana, and here's my number too, just in case. I'll never forgive the person who did this. I vow to help it any way I can. Yes, I hear you. Then I'll see you again soon. I'll keep my promise, Tachibana. Yes, of course. I'm counting on you. And be careful on your way home. That was weird. Hello, I'm back. Welcome back, Shadow. I just got back too. We should get back together, if you know what I mean. Good to see you both. How did it go? What information were you able to uncover? Well, I found out that the police withheld info about the paper bags 18 years ago to avoid provoking the public. So they were worried about a copycat kill. I can see how that would have muddied the investigation. I also learned that a missing person who knew the first victim, they found a lot of blood in his apartment. Interesting. It seems a likely suspect, but also possible they were involved in some unrelated trouble. And last but not least, when I was investigating the crime scene, I spoke with a witness, a cab driver who brought me here, who saw a motorcycle parked near the scene of the crime. Motorcycle, huh? One that you could play card games on? Were you aware that a young boy also went missing around the time of the killings 18 years ago? Yes, it was Makoto Kuze, Detective Kuze's brother. Okay, I'm glad you already knew about that. I was actually working with the police at that time as well. Inspector Kamada was overwhelmed with the serial murders, so he asked me to help with the missing person case. Of course, there was some speculation that the two were related. I see. The story goes that he went looking for his sister, Junko, who hadn't come home. He was never seen again. But wait, so what happened to Junko? I mean, Detective Kuze. Yeah, so she went missing, but then came back? She came back alone, but she looked pretty shaken up to me. Shaken up, you say? Churn him up. I was curious, and I went back to visit Junko again another day. But that time, well, she didn't say a word. After that, she refused to even see me when I visited. Groovy's watching YouTube. I guess I'm less entertaining than YouTube now. Oh, how low I've sunk. Believe it or not, yesterday was the first time I've seen her since then. So why didn't you bring that up earlier when you were like, hey, I recognized you? I'm afraid that's all there is to that story. Let's hear what Ayumi found. Ayumi, please go ahead. Sure. Well, I went to investigate Minami Daisen's junior high school, ice skate school. I asked around, and sounds like ice skate was bright, popular, and got good grades. Of course, the students were shocked by his death. They said nothing unusual had been going on. Also, speaking of ice skate, it seems like it seems to have been especially close with he seems to have been especially close with students Megumi Morimoto and Kohei Takaguchi. I spoke to Fukuyama, both students' homeroom teachers as well. Fukuyama was actually my senpai back when I was in the Naginata club in junior high. Ah. Oh, really? Aisuke's in a different class, but Fukuyama still promised to help the investigation. That's great, Ayumi. It's definitely not at all suspicious that he was, like, really overzealous to help. Thanks. Yeah, it was a pleasant surprise. Well, I'd like to hear you both review the evidence you've gathered today. Your insights will be of great value to the overall investigation. Why don't I start with the serial killings 18 years ago? I uncovered some info about Detective Kuze's brother, Makoto Kuze. He was another victim of the same killer. He was the one who killed. No, if anything, we just don't know. Can't yet be sure if he had anything to do with the killings. Sounds right to me. Yes, but unfortunately that's not saying much. We know even less. It is true that the murder stopped after Makoto disappeared. I'm curious about that. Next, here's what we know about the ties between Isuke's case and the killings from 18 years ago. Killer from has become active again. Killer, in this case, is a copycat. We can't be sure. We don't know yet. We can't be sure if there's any connection between this murder and the one from 18 years ago. That's right. Without evidence, we can't point to any kind of connection just yet. Yeah, see, this whole day, usually they have a like, oh, you at least know this, but all of this is just, we don't know yet. However, there's one thing we can deduce. Oh, I see. You're suggesting that the killer was likely imitating Emio, right? That would have to... Okay. The killer was imitating the smiling man, but I can't, like, put the killer from 18 years ago. So I guess I would say Emio, right? Yeah, that's right. I think we should consider it a valid hypothesis. Well, all in all, I'm impressed with your reasoning. Hell yeah! I'm learning! Way to play it cool there, but don't count me out just yet. I could still solve this case. As we proceed with the investigation, I'd like you to take a look at the Kuze siblings' shadow. I have a feeling that Makoto Kuze's disappearance is relevant. Understood. As for you, Ayumi, can you see if you can get more info from the folks at Minami Daisen Junior High? I feel like you could omit the junior high part. You could basically just be like Dyson, and people would get it. I'm on it, but what about you, Mr. Itsuki? I'm going to dig into the Emio legend a bit more. There's something about the smiling man I want to confirm. I may be occupied for quite a while. Mr. Utsugi marches to the beat of his own drum. Or rather, he's trying to push off all the hard work onto us. So your old senpai is a teacher at the school, huh? It's great that you have that connection there. Yeah, that's right. Fukuyama even came to watch our club after graduation. Sounds like a good mentor. Totally, but boys weren't allowed to be part of the Naginata. Boys weren't allowed to be a part of the Naginata club at his high school. Oh, your senpai is a man?
あ、そうそう。
Well, yeah.
何か
Oh,
分かった
also
ら
we
教えて
exchanged
もらえる
numbers
よ
so
う
he
に
can let me know if he
携
hears
帯の
anything useful. No, how dare you! You're mine! You're only mine! Oh, great.
うんそう
Yeah. Is there something
あなた
wrong?
どうか
You
したの
suddenly got weird about
何
this.
か心配
いや別に
No, it's nothing. Except I'm definitely in love with you
ならいいけど
and worried about this other man. Okay, if you say so. I don't care. I go in hard with the Shadow X Ayumi ship. Yukariko.
先生が教えてくれた住所によれば
According to Mr. Utsugi's directions,
この近くのはず
the house where the Kuzai siblings live should be around.
誰かに道を聞いた方が良
Maybe I
さそう
should
だ
ask for different directions.
そばには誰
No one's around.
聞く相手
There's no one to ask.
人の姿は
See anyone?
誰かいないかな
Wonder if anybody's here. The truck parked. Someone around? But we learned from the cab driver that if somebody parks, they're clearly just taking a piss somewhere, right? My cabbages!
人が生えてきた
Guy just sprouted out of the field like he was planted
し
there.
ゃがんで作業していたんだな
Guess he was just crouching down. Should go talk to him.
すいません
Excuse me, do you have a moment? What do you want? What do you want?
久世さん
Excuse me, do you know the way to the Kuze residence? The Kuze place, huh? Sure, sonny. Just go straight down that dirt road and head towards the mountains. It's right at the end of the road. Can't miss it.
わかりました
Got it. Thank you very much.
道はまっすぐだ
Straight down the road, huh? Let's get there, Ace. No. You know what? I like it. It's a nice house.
ここだな
At the end of the road must be this one.
周囲はひっそりと
Quiet and
静に
peaceful.
返っ
Doesn't
てい
seem
る
like anyone's around. Oh no, not
先生いやもう少し
yeah. I wanted to look.
郵便受けの
There's nothing in the mailbox. I'm being a creeper walking up to an unknown house, looking in their mailbox.
表札も外されている
Nameplates have been removed.
じゃあ久世刑事
Can't
の
say-
近くがわからないぞ
Can't say for sure that this was Detective Kuze's home.
人がいる気配は草がボーボー
Grass is overgrown. No one has done any yard work for a long time.
割れてこそいないけ
It's
ど
not cracked, but it's pretty dirty and hard to see through. It's an old clothesline. Doesn't look like it's been used
調
recently.
べられるところ
I've gone over everything.
誰もいなさそうだけ
I don't think anyone is here, but maybe it's worth it out. Hello!
どすいませんや
Hey, anyone home?
っぱいないか
'Cause it's empty, just like I thought. Maybe the place is vacant. Or maybe it isn't.
本当に誰もいないようだ
Ah,
出
the
直した方が
French.
いいのかな
The champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. Doesn't look like anyone's here. Maybe I should come back later.
そうだ
Oh, maybe Mr. Utsugi would know something.
あれ画面がつかない
Screen isn't working. It's supposed to light up, isn't it? Oh, the battery's dead. I can't make a
事
call
務
like
所に帰っ
this.
たら今日こそ充電
Yeah,
しなきゃ
this is the second time you've forgotten to charge your phone. I would never do that. That's not true to my character. I need to remember to recharge the battery when I get back to the
し
office.
かし参ったな誰もいないなんて
No one here, so let's go back and talk to that guy in the field again. What are you doing? Oh, you scared me. Sorry, you are... Name's Tayama. I live next door.
こんにちは。
Hello.
あの、
Sorry, I didn't see anyone in the house. Yeah, no one lives there. So no matter how much you shout, no one's coming out.
やっぱり空き家だったんだ。
Just like I suspected. I see. But this was the Kuze residence, wasn't it? Sure was. But like I said, no one lives here anymore.
ちょっと、
Is it okay if I ask you a few questions? Sure, but you a friend of Junko's or something? Oh no, I'm a private... Oh, wait, maybe I don't want to go...
ここに来たことは久世
Maybe I don't want it to get back to Detective Kuze. I'm snooping around. Like, yell at me. What should I do? Honesty generally is the best policy, but I'll conceal my identity for now.
待つに行こ
You're a what now?
う。単なる知り合い
Private
です
person, so I'd rather not say. Oh, I see, I see. Phew, close one.
先ほど
You mentioned earlier that the house was vacant. How long has it been that way? Let's see, I think it's been about 2 years. Junko went off to be a detective and left the village. And Yoshi doesn't live at... Yoshi! Is it because Mario dropped him down the hole for the sake of a double jump? And Yoshi doesn't live anymore, and neither does Makoto. So yeah, no one's around. Yep, no one lives here anymore. You know, is Makoto kind of like a unisex name? Because every time I hear Makoto, I think of Makoto from Persona 5. But if it's someone's brother, I guess it could be, you know, agender, I guess would be the word. There goes my Wi-Fi again. No! Well, I'm sorry, Kelsey. You should sleep, though. Yoshi, could that be Kuse's mother? Kuse's mother?
久世刑事のお兄さんのことだな。
And Makoto is Detective Kuze's brother, of course.
田山さんに久世
Got
家
all
の
kinds of burning questions about the Kuze family.
吉江さんというのは
Shut up. No, I'm doing a stream. I can't shut up. You can't tell me what to do. So then hate me. Do it. You won't. I'm sorry. Sorry, who's Yoshi? Ah, she's Makoto and Junko's grandma.
久世刑事
Detective Kuze's grandmother, I see. She was lovely. Just a... Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I just told you what to do, so there. She was lovely. Just a kind person who took very good care of her grandkids.
純子さんと誠さんは
What were Junko and Makoto like as kids? You know, brother and sister wise? Let me think. Junko, she always acted like more like the big sister than the little one.
なんとなく
I
想
can
像
imagine.
We're here! We're here!
We're here! Oh man, if that had gone off like when we arrived at this scene, I would have died. You know what I mean. They got along very well as siblings. Thought I heard yelling, so I came over to check it out. Imagine my surprise to find a youngster like you.
子供
Youngster? I mean, I'm 19. I mean, I'm still kinda young, but like, not really. Those like guys are happy kids, aren't they? Those two kids, Makoto and Junko, lost their parents in an accident when they were young. You can say that about me, but you cannot say that about you. You are cute, Kelsey. So our grandparents, Mr. and Mrs. Kuze, took them in. They all lived right here in the village. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Kuze were real generous to take care of their kids like that. Thanks to them, Makoto and Junko had pretty normal childhoods, and they grew up healthy and strong. Oh, they were good kids. Platinum, Shadows. I'm saying you are. Anyway, after Junko left home, it was just Yoshi and her husband living here. And then he passed away about 2 years ago now. So she left soon after. Is that so? Yoshi really raised those kids right, especially considering how they lost their parents. How did they lose their parents again? Where's Yoshi now? She lives in a retirement home in the village. Junko didn't want her living alone, so it was her idea. That explains why the family home's empty. That's right. They're actually gonna be tearing this house down pretty soon. Oh, I see. Maybe Makoto will come back one day. I'm sure he'd love to see this place again. It'll be sad when their house isn't there anymore. So the house is going to be torn. Maybe it's asking me to look at the house? Yeah. You know, I will say, they have made it a lot easier to really understand what they're getting at. The Kuze family home seems to be empty, but I'm sure it's filled with memories. I wonder if Detective Kuze would be sad if she saw it like this. What are you doing here anyway? Interested in the Kuze family home? Yes, in a sense. I hear ya. Every so often I come to check the place out myself. Just curiosity, you know? Vacant houses always have a way of falling to pieces pretty quick if you don't tend to them, but you know that. I didn't, but... Oh, by the way, you're under arrest. I think it was 3 days ago. Yeah, on the way home from a meeting, and I saw a light on the house here. No one's supposed to be in there. I was curious about what was going on, so I went to check out. That's when Junko walked out the door. So Detective Kuze was here 3 days ago. Junko said she just came by to see if she had left anything behind that she might need. Saying because the house is getting torn down soon, she felt bad that it would be a disturbance. Well, she kept apologizing. Of course, I invited her to tea. I hadn't seen her in ages. She said she couldn't. She had to work extra early in the next day and all that, you know? Can't believe she's a detective now. She's all grown up. Look just like the detectives you see on TV. You know, with the pipe and the plaid cap and all that. Guess she's all grown up. Junko has blossomed into a very pretty young woman. You should marry her. I don't think I have any more questions. Maybe it's time to see if I can talk to Detective Kuze's grandmother. Tayama might know which retirement home Yoshi went to. Let's find out. Which retirement home is Yoshi living in? Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's called Yukariko Relax. Yeah, that's it. Yukariko Relax. Great, thank you. It's a nice name, and I hear the place lives up to it. Just a little ways up past the mountain if you're looking for it. Later. Thanks for the info, I appreciate it. Let me see if I can talk to Yoshi. Okay, tell Yoshi I said hello. Oh, before you go. Here's 50 bags of money. Don't ask me where I got it. I've got something for you. Thank you, sir.
ナスですね。
That's a lot of eggplants. Yep, grew these babies myself. They're delicious. Ain't much, but I want you to have. So many eggplants. See, Makoto was a big fan of eggplant.
そうだったん
Oh,
ですか。
I didn't know.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much. I'll
いただきます。
gladly take these. Anyway,
じゃあ僕、
I'm off to Yukariko Relax, but thank you so much for the delicious eggplants. Safe travels. Oh, my throat. I feel like... Oh, wait, 3 days ago? Whoa, okay. Hold on. So she's like remembering her past and all that, all the memories. What is happening? A skill issue. It is a skill issue. I haven't done this in a while, so like my throat's not prepared. It's like a muscle, you know, you gotta work it out. What's the point of that?
やっと着いた。
Finally, I'm
田山さんの
here.
言うちょっとって
Funny how
全然ちょ
far
っとじゃないんだ
Tayama's
な。
idea of a little way turned out to be.
いただいたナスも
Meanwhile, I'm lugging enough eggplants to feed an army and hiking up a mountain.
あれ
Wait, this says relax Yukariko Village.
教えてもらった名前
It's
と
not
少し
exactly
違う
what
けど。
Tayama said, but I must be in the right place. Maybe if someone streamed more. I mean, I want to stream more. It's not that I don't. It's just circumstance that has prevented me. So Yoshi Kuze. I wonder what Detective Kuze's grandmother would be like.
こんにちは。
Hello. Sure. It's true, though. But unfortunately, I am going to leave it here for now because I don't want to tear up my throat entirely. I apologize, but thank you all so much for stopping by, for saying hi, for chatting, for subbing, all that. I really appreciate it. I try and stream every other day, so Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 1 p.m. Pacific. This will be one of the games I'm alternating between. This and we'll see what else I will be alternating between. I do let my subs vote on what the, you know, what the next game I play is, but yeah, if I have a Discord, if anyone is interested, !Discord, or there's a link in my About section. It's the best place to keep up with my streams, as well as chat with me and other cool people. We're gonna raid someone, so if you have a suggestion, let me know, otherwise I'm sure I can find someone. I did see quite a few people live today that, I would love to support. But, let's see. Who do we have? There's Adam, there's Kirk. We could raid Amber. We could raid Phoenix. You know, we'll raid Phoenix. I feel like I haven't raided Phoenix in a while. Phoenix is doing an art stream right now, and Phoenix does good art, so I hope you will enjoy that. So yeah, that'll be it from me for today. Exclamation mark raid. We'll send my raid message so you can copy and paste it and send it into Phoenix's chat when we get there. I hope you will show support, because Phoenix is precious. But yes, take care, everyone. Stay safe. Stay safe. Have a good one. I will talk to you later. And let's go raid. Bye.